Hopefully the game's not too loud. I think I lowered it from last time. What's up, Nuka? How we doing, brother? I've been playing the game for a bit of today already. Not too, you know, dissimilar from the can opener run as well. So hopefully we'll have pretty good luck on that one. Oh, I fucked that one up. But currently we're just doing a warm-up set. You been living? Good to hear, brother. Living well, even better. I've been good, man. It's been a good time in my life right now. Yo, Chaotic, how we doing? How's it going, brother? Nice. Oh, I dropped it. Nice. Let me check my bracket, make sure it's not started. Oh, it is in progress. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I already got to check in. Shit. Kill me. Thank you. Oh, I need you to kill me really quick. I gotta start my match. I wanted to run a few more warm-up sets, but I don't have time, sadly. I already got the invite. Alright, I'm gonna join this guy's lobby real quick. Alright, we got our first match. Fellow Ultra Master. What we got, though? Oh, no way. It's another Terry, bro. Okay. Go look, have fun. I was messing about in customs with a boy, used my rental token on Terry, felt real good. I'm not gonna lie, I was just bad. That's all good, brother. Hold on, let me fix the camera. This guy's internet, I'm not gonna lie, doesn't seem amazing from the start. I could be wrong, but it felt like the internet was oh, because he's playing from Mexico, yeah. Appreciate it, Cactus. Good to see you, brother. Okay. We're starting out whiffing. Definitely trying to remember the way that I started in the can opener one, top 8, was definitely a little bit of a scuffed beginning, getting some weird interactions at first, making some bad decisions. And that's how it goes, so if we're lucky, that's all we're dealing with right now, because we are whiffing a little bit more than we should. It's gonna take a little bit, I assume, to figure out this guy's deal, as it usually does. Now we're in the corner. Nice DP. Nice. Okay, so he's got the low forwards. He's got the low forwards. Yeah, I didn't mean to DI. It's supposed to be drive reversal. Damn, that time I thought he was going for full target combo. Alright, this guy's baiting me out already. Ooh. Alright. Probably take the first game right here. Yeah, we're dead, I think. No, we have a blip. Yeah, we have a blip. Either way, we could come back from this, but it's going to be really hard. Oh, it was not early enough. That's okay. Well, not a great start. Yeah, I think we're going a little too antsy. We're just kind of throwing shit out. Happens sometimes when I fight a Terry. We'll just play a little bit slower. I'm not really giving him a chance to make too many mistakes here. And I'm also realizing he's not really checking drive rush. So I'm kind of free to just get in whenever I want. He's a good enough Terry. He knows the tech there. Let's see, does he know the throw tech? Reversal. Try to get him to jump again. That'll work. Might have to lame him out a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, not bad. Drive rush overhead. I'll definitely try that at some point. He's fully ready to do the drive rush checks. So goal here is probably... I was waiting for burn knuckle there. Goal here is probably going to be to... what's it called? Hold on, let me play the match before I think about what I'm going to say. Oh, I probably need to throw out some whiff normals like that to bait his whiff. Drive rush overhead for peace. Interesting choices. That'll kill. Alright, second game is ours. Alright, I think we gathered a decent amount of information from that first one. Just gotta use it. Nice DP. Didn't want quick burn there, but he didn't have the punish, so it works. Please jump. This guy, I do find that he's a little bit more antsy when it comes to fighting. So I do find we could probably get away with a few more like throw baits. If I gotta play lame, I'll play lame. Oh, I thought I blocked overhead. That's alright. Oh. Didn't mean to burn myself out there, but... yeah, I should have cracked shoot. All right. Gotta tell you, I didn't expect him to crack shoot there. I was not expecting that. I don't know what I was... I think I was... I don't even remember the interaction, So I can't even remember. Well, that's definitely not what I thought he was going to do. Alright, second game is ours. Whew. Or third game. Walking me down a little bit. Nice, perfect parry. So now we know he's ready for that. He likes the reversal a lot more than most parries, I will say. I don't know if it's a sign of desperation or what. He's got really good cross guts as well. I want to crack shoot. Yeah. Is it not? I thought it was first to 3. Someone check. I could be wrong. This is not can opener. This is motivation. Is motivation first to 2? Nice. He's probably gonna spend here. Yeah, he's got no reason not to spend level 3 here. Oh, nice bait. That was good. It is for, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it is first to 3. Alright. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Oh, dang, Mike, you got dude cycle second round? Good luck, bro. All right, we'll take it. Hell yeah, GG's, man. Oh, my throat. All right. Oh, hell yeah. Sumna, good to have you here, man. GG's. Really fun game. Dude, it was you had what's it called? Really good, super good anti-airs, dude. Those crosscuts were incredible. There was a few parts I was like, I'm gonna see if I can lame him out a little bit, do a little like late cross up or something like that. You DP'd it every single time. That was super impressive. So that was fun. I fought a bunch of Ultimate Master Terrys recently, and yours is definitely one of the most impressive because that was sick. That was really fun. We went all the games. Definitely, it felt like that could have gone either way if the right reads were made for sure. But yeah, GG's, man. All right, so my next match is gonna be on stream. It looks like, yeah, against whoever wins out of Jet Set and Ouija Plus. Thanks, man. I really focus on my answer. Good Terry, though. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, absolutely. Back to you as well, man. Really good Terry. Really fun Terry to fight as well. That's another big thing. You're super patient too. I noticed like anytime I was like, I'm gonna try to lame him out, get him to come to me, you were like, I'll do it too. So I was like, that was really smart. I really just had to rely on the, the mistakes I saw in the first 2 games to try to get you in the last, and I'm sure you were doing the same for me as well. But yeah, really, really fun games, bro. You're a super, super good Terry player, genuinely. I wish you luck with the rest of your bracket run. Okay. So currently we have right here. It just has to verify, and then we'll be on stream against Jet Set. Okay. I don't recognize them. But I know that I can't start yet anyway because I have to get invited to Neo Judai's room probably. Oh, yeah, let me go to the Discord. They'll probably ask me for my Discord info. Oh, I can stream. I can go over right now. Yo, Snance, you should put the Motivation Academy on top of the Ultimate Master for the thumbnail. If I could, what's it called? I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on. I need a thumbs up. JP player. Interesting. All right. For anyone who doesn't know, Neo Jedi, the guy who runs these tournaments, he helped set up the first and second Ultra Duel that we ran on the channel. Looking forward to hopefully doing those again at some point. Definitely gonna have to change the way that they work and everything. Yeah, I would say he's very what's it called? Why am I block? I can't think of what I was saying. I forgot what I was gonna say. I totally forgot. Anyway, point is, a really chill dude. Why is Fat Manatee in here, bro? I'm gonna win the next Ultra Duel. There is definitely a chance of that because the one thing I will say right now about Ultra Duel, the next one's coming out, is there's going to be a cutoff of how good you can, how high your rank can be when you join. So the cutoff is going to be, it's either going to be 1650 or like 1700. I mainly want it to be for viewers that have been like grinding and trying that are around that 15 to 1600 range. I think it'd be much more entertaining. But anyway, let's do our thing. I've been labbing against JP a ton, so let's see what we can do. Nice check. Oh, mistimed that one. Nice. DI was really good there. Level 2... I probably am dead here. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, I didn't know he was plus there. Alright. I love when JP players try to jump. It's like, nah, nah, nah. We're playing the ground game, buddy. That's what, you know, that's what you want to do, bro. Oh, wait. Oh man, that's super unfortunate. Okay, that's fine. We should be dead here, I imagine. Yeah, we're definitely dead here. Alright. Whew. Hey, what's up? How we doing? Vulnerable. Alright, let me just chill out a little bit. He did jump in a few times. I was able to get in with the spike parry. Okay. Point is, I can't be doing medium fireball as much, I think. I gotta just press my... When I get in, the problem is I think it's a level of confidence I don't have right now that I need to work up to. Because the problem is, he's either got the, what's it called, amnesia out, or he's about to, what's it called? Or he's just gonna mash. Because he's mashing every time he thinks that there's gonna be a gap. I need to take advantage of that, probably. The hard thing about this matchup is, it's hard to play JP respectfully, you know? Oh, that's an unfortunate moment. Oh, I was buffering level 1 there. Damn, that sucks. Alright. All good. Dude, the jumps are thrown. I gotta stop doing fireball mid-screen. The problem is I don't really have an option other than just trying to get in his face, because he's pressing every single option that would halt me, bro. How deep? This is just the second game of winners. Yeah, I'm dead. Round 2, yeah. Alright, dude, amnesia is so hard to deal with, bro. I tried to drive rush DP, but unfortunately it's entirely safe, I think, from that distance. sucks. Level 2 setup. We're dead. Dude, this matchup is so hard. It's definitely 7-3, but I'm working on it to my best ability. I just have to be patient, honestly. That's the hard part of this matchup. You even get slightly impatient. Now, I think that was my problem with the last tournament. I was, even though I was playing well and my defense was strong, I was still playing impatient. I'm gonna just try not to fireball mid-screen. Yeah, I should have drive rush checked him there. I'll just parry. I'll take the throw if I have to. That's probably the best option there. Not burnt out yet, or we're close. We're dead. Ah, man. That's how it goes. I think getting one game on JP is probably the most I could ever do. It's pretty close to impossible, I think, where I'm at currently, to beat a JP, so I think getting one game is probably just where I'm gonna have to be happy right now, because I think that even that is like close to like a challenge right now. So yeah, I just gotta take it. It is what it is. One day I'll be able to beat every JP, but we're not there yet. All right. Now we're in losers. We're sitting in losers round 3. We have to win 2. We'll go to top 48. Yeah, unfortunately, I could tell that like he kind of just was trying to wait for every option. What's it called? He was kind of just trying to wait for every like classic way to deal with JP. You know, when it comes to delaying your throw and stuff like that. I think there's a big reason why most JP players are kind of like the biggest mashers in the game is because like they're scared. They're really scared of taking what's it called? Like actual pressure. Like they either want to block the first hit or they want you to try to delay something because they're gonna mash it immediately. So it's kind of hard to deal with. I do better against JPs. I think they're a little bit more like patient. He was patient when it came to like the mid-screen game, but like definitely JPs that like are in the corner and are very scared, like very impatient, and they mash Amnesia a lot. I do tend to get messed up a little bit because it's kind of hard to bait, right? Because it's not like a typical reversal where you just get pushed off for a second and you can go back in. Like no, unfortunately with Amnesia, like not only do they get to hurt you, but they put you full screen again and they get to set up their whole mix and you have to try to get back in. So I don't know, it's kind of like playing a roguelike when you're fighting JP, right? Like you're slowly trying to do the right options to get in, and then you're in, and you either beat that boss, you either fight him and you make the right decision, or you don't, and you're back to the beginning. So I think that's what makes them so hard, right? Is like you're not playing like any other character that, like you're both here, right? Like you're both playing the game together. Like when you're playing JP, like you're playing Donkey Kong. Like you're trying to climb up and get to him, which you definitely don't have to do with any other character. So it's a challenge, man. I mean, I don't know. I feel like unless you read the JP pretty early on, you're just like kind of screwed for the most part because he does unfortunately have the best buttons in the game, and he definitely has the best reversal in the game as well. So, you just gotta figure it out. I guess pretty early on. I don't know. I've tried spending games where I like play a lot more baity. Like I try to bait out stuff, but unfortunately, JP's buttons are, like I said, I've checked it out, definitely the longest normals in the game that aren't Sagat, so considering that they go as far as they do, if you try to bait a lot of the times, he can just take his turn back pretty free. Like, there's not, basically what I was saying is, there's not really a way to spacing trap JP. He's one of the only characters you can't really do spacing traps with, so it's pretty difficult, because that is a big game plan of mine for sure, is if I don't commit to an option, typically I'm setting up at least safe spacing where they can't take their turn back immediately. But yeah, with JP it's hard because, I mean, regardless of how good your JP is, it's pretty obvious what buttons you should be pressing. So it's really easy to get back your turn. So yeah, it's been a struggle for me for a while. In fact, my training partner is literally a JP as well, and I feel like this matchup's still like fucking 7-3 half the time, bro. Like I'm really trying my best to get in, but it's really hard. It's super, super hard. So one day maybe I'll crack the code and I'll be able to beat him. But until then, I got a pretty bad loss rate against JP right now. But it is what it is. Thankfully, my character is good. So, I mean, I feel like once I get good enough dealing with JP, it's not like I don't have the options to deal with them. I just have to know every single option that he's making that's, not real, or find, like, common JP patterns and pick up on them better. Because, Terry is a good enough character. I mean, he's great. He's definitely going to have the right options to punish, a JP once I know what the options are that I need to punish. But yeah, other than that, I'd say we currently we're sitting like how we were at our recent can opener run. We won our first game, went to our second game and lost that, but we are down to losers. Today, I don't know if I have much of a goal when it comes to Motivation Academy. The goal is just kind of to feel it out. I want to do this as much as I can so I can keep getting practice against players at this level, because clearly, like we've seen, there's definitely a lot of characters that I either have good practice against and I need to, master it, or, I don't have enough. So, for instance, if I run into any, like, Kimberly's tonight or any Marissa's, then I got to play it. I really got to play it because I got to figure it out, because I'm definitely I checked my win rate, and I think my current lowest is against Marissa, I think is the highest. And then I think it might be JP and then Kimberly, so we definitely gotta learn what we can. Currently we're waiting on 2 players to finish their game so we can start in losers round 3. I'm gonna check my like stats, I guess, because I want to see if it's consistent with what it feels like. Yeah, pretty high on most. We have 82, 72, 72, 75, 74. DJ's pretty low. That makes sense. I don't fight DJ very often. Dalsum's not as high as I wish it was. Blanca's pretty good. Ed's not bad. JP's actually more than positive. That's actually surprising. Okay. Very nice. Maybe it's just in bracket, I guess, huh? Yeah, I feel like typically in brackets when I really struggle with JP. I feel like ranked, I'm usually like, I know what I'm doing. Because I've labbed the matchup so much, you know. Guile's really good. Kimberly's actually really high. That actually surprised me as well. I feel like a lot of the ones that I'm talking about right now, for instance, yeah, Marissa's 50-50. I feel like a lot of it is not consistent with ranked, or it's not, ranked is not consistent with tournament. But I hold tournament, I think, to a, what's it called? A higher standard. Like, I definitely find, I think matches in tournament matter a little bit more in my opinion, because I feel like tournament, at least, I feel like I'm playing at least a little bit more how I would normally think I would be playing at my highest, you know, like at my peak. Usually only takes me one game out of a bracket to get to feeling like, you know, where I think I'm supposed to be. Whew. Alright. Still waiting on these guys behind us. I'm going to make a custom room anyway, and I'll see if I can invite the next guy whenever the match comes out. But yeah. Oh. Yeah, I guess I got more footage to show to my coach, man. Telling you, man, it's been a work in progress. I've been labbing against JP probably for a year straight, and I still am struggling, so definitely got to figure it out. Oh yeah, I don't need to invite anybody yet. I'm still waiting. Whew. And it's going to be first to 3. Top 4. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really have any goals for this one just yet. Again, like, the can opener run, I'm not going to say it was a fluke, but it was also, like, I think the best possible outcome of what could happen when I'm playing at my best right now. Meanwhile, I'd say most of the time I play in these tournaments, I'm typically, like, at highest top 16. So if I can at least get out of the first area of pools, like get to around top 48, I'll be a lot happier for sure. But you never know. You never know who you're going to run into. All right. Let's see. Damn, Avarice going in with the 3-0. Damn, if I would have won that, I would have had to fight Knuckle, dude. Should I be using Drive Reversal? I mean, it depends, right? Drive Reversal, in my opinion, is not best used on Reversal, instead used while you're blocking things that are going to do a lot of drive damage and keep you, like, locked. Like, keeping you kind of jailed. I'm trying to think of good examples. I mean, I don't know. Like, sometimes it's just good if you know someone's going for, like, a pressure string that leads into a mix-up or something like that. I find that's when Drive Reversal is a lot more useful for sure. You got cooked? Fuck, man. Dude, it's hard, man. Sometimes you just get a really rough bracket. Some days you just can't play. Like, I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work out, you know? That sucks, brother. You were in my spot, too, I think. Oh, dude, you had to fight Cusco first? Damn. That's nice you got... Okay, you got a game, though. You 3-0'd somebody when you got down there. That's good. And then you had to fight Play Guy. Damn. Yeah, I will say, this is a pretty stacked motivation. I feel like most motivations I've played, I'm usually, like... By the time I'm out of top 48, I'm, like... Usually in, like, winners. But, This is a hard one. This is a really hard one. I can't guarantee I'm going to do as good as I typically do in this tournament. So we'll just see what we can learn from it. Play Guy goes to my local. He's one of the nicest players there. Okay. Who does he play? Damn, I can't believe Avarice fucking 3-0'd Young Matt team, bro. Ken, 1900, 2K, MR Ken. Oh, he's a really good Ken player. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's hard. Whew. We're in pool... What are we in? We're in pool 1, yeah. Monday grind. What's up, Tolu? Not much. We're running the Motivation Academy bracket today. Ooh, hoping to do at least pretty decent today. We won our first match. It was very close. Then we ended up losing to a JP player. 3-1 knocked us to losers. And now we're still waiting on these two to finish their game. Once they finish their game, we can play in losers round 3. But yeah, definitely not guaranteed. I'm not guaranteeing anything today. I think, you know, you never know. You never know, you know. I don't feel like I'm playing bad today. But, you know, just some days, you know, things don't fall into place. So, not trying to count myself out early, but I'm definitely trying to, before I get into my game, when I get into my game, I'm sure I'll, you know, boost myself back up to where I need to be confident. But while I'm, like, thinking about matches, I'm definitely, like, trying to figure out what I can learn from them. What's up, Tim Tom? What's up, Goat? Yeah, I'm really trying to, here, while I'm waiting, let me fix the text chat. Hold on. The hell is it called again? Oh yeah, it's called like Caster or something. There we go. Let me open this real quick so we at least got text. I'd like to have text on the screen. It's more fun that way. There it is. Widgets. And we'll go, where the hell is it? It's chat. There it is. Yeah, it was a little last minute to start in this one. I've been playing the game for a bit today, but yeah, I definitely was trying to, what's it called? Just get comfortable again. Ooh. So I want to test the text out. There we go. It's working. Yo, what's up, Pina? How's it going, brother? Yo, where are you at? I'm, mine's going alright so far. We won our first game, went to a second. It's taken a while, though. I'm still waiting on these guys to play. But basically what happened was I played my first game. Where was I? I was seeded second round. I won this game. I went up against a JP player. Unfortunately, he took it over me. Now I'm in losers round 3. Dude, look at this. This is how slow these guys behind me are. The guy in front of me, if I win to fight, is already waiting to play the match. And these guys haven't finished theirs. Good lord. Yeah, Jet said is nice. Dude, my training partner's a fucking JP, and I still, like, I just wasn't ready to fight a JP today, bro. That's how it goes. Sometimes you have that day, man. He puts you in the blender, and you're just like, I gotta hold it. Scary, man. It is very scary. How about you, though? You said you're one match away from top 48. What pool are you in? Because I think these guys are finally reporting the score, maybe? You're in 4? Let me check 4. I wish you luck, bro. You got that shit. Get in the top 48. Yeah, JP matchup is hard. It's rough, dude. And I lab it, like, every day, too. Hell yeah. So you went here, 3-2, 3-0. Hell yeah. One more, man. You got that shit. You definitely got that shit. You're one away. Just get it, bro. I'll see you in top 48. Reverse sweep the first losers match. Dude, it happens like that, man. I'm telling you. Sometimes you just have runs like that, man. In fact, I think that's way more impressive in my mind, because I think that's what actually matters, is that you're able to take losses and you're able to adjust and then bring it back, right? Those are always, I think, the most impressive matches. So I almost did that with the JP. I was down 2, and then I made an adjustment. I took a game. I was so close to taking another game. I had a fumble, and he took it. But I think with the momentum, I think I could have had it, but made some bad guesses. But yeah, tournaments are hard. Sometimes you just don't have enough time, because they get their game plan going so quick that sometimes you don't have enough time to adjust, right? But yeah, Right. It's good you're aware of what to do. Yeah. I'm, oh, so they finished. I'm fighting Inari. I'm hoping, my main goal tonight just mainly get top 48, but honestly, it's a learning experience either way, and I had such a great run last week with my can opener and my, no god, no neutral, getting second and then getting fifth the can opener that I really can't be bothered if I have a bad run, so I'm just looking to learn what I can from this one, so I'm gonna see if I can get out of top 48, though. I'm gonna see if I can do my thing. Sometimes it just depends on, you know, being in the right place, right time, you know? Because sometimes you just guess wrong. You can play really well, but hey, I mean, sometimes you just guess wrong, so I got no problem with that. I'm gonna learn whatever I can from the matches I lose today, but... Alright, so they finished reporting. We're waiting on them so I can start. I have the room ready. I'm gonna invite Inari whenever he's ready. But yeah, I wish you luck, man. Are you streaming right now too, or are you recording it, or I forget because I've seen some of your tournament runs, but I'm not sure if you're do you typically stream it while you do it, or do you just record it? Either way, you know, works. I just want to know. You stream on Twitch? That's why. Okay, yeah, I'm typically a YouTube guy, so that's why. Okay, cool. I used to stream on YouTube and Twitch, but my fucking OBS bugged out, so I have to reset it. But I'll do it eventually. But I'll pull up your Twitch after my next match. But I wish you luck. Or you know, if you finish your if you finish your match in top 48 before you know I go in there, then feel free to come back and say what's up. Cause yeah, I wish you luck, bro. We both got this. Just do your thing. Yeah, I would do YouTube as well, but my PC would actually explode. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, whatever you have more of an audience on, right? For me, it was just that I post so many videos that I was like, you know, I might as well, you know, I might as well stream on YouTube. It's the one I'm more familiar with, and I feel like because I post so many videos on there, the people who actually already watch me are already going to be on YouTube. So I was like, well, I don't want to make them go over to Twitch. So I think eventually once we have a big enough following, we could probably move over to Twitch and people will watch there as well, but we're not there yet, so. Alright, please set up a lobby. He is in. Alright, good luck, brother. Talk to you soon, man. We got a Ultimate Master Sagat. Okay. Shit, Sagat's been a rough one for me recently as well. Could go either way. Let's see what we can do. Oh, appreciate it, Dante. I'm just gonna mellow out. Let me get some water. Appreciate it, Chaotic. Just think of muscle new. That's funny. You have ADHD, bruv. Damn, I wonder where this guy is. I'll send one more just in case they didn't see it. They're in the menus. They must be waiting. I feel pretty confident against Sagat's, actually. I think I fought a few in bracket recently that were really good, so. But they've given me new things to think about in this matchup, for sure. I think I found a lot safer options to deal with some of his stuff that used to give me trouble. For instance, I used to always try to DP his Tiger Knee, and I'm realizing, unless I'm like in a situation where I can buffer and wait for it, I don't want to just sit mid-screen and buffer DP, so it's easier to get a hard reaction like on with doing DI, so I'm just kind of playing mid-screen with him, playing the Fireball War, attempting the perfect parry fireballs, and when I see that Tiger Knee, I'm typically trying to DI it. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright. Alright. Oh, I didn't expect the low. That is not real. Yep, that's the spacing trap. Or the parry trap. Alright. Got DPs. Always gotta check. Alright, so... Alright, we've already gathered some information this time around. Nice. That was good. Alright, not a bad first game. Ooh, down heavy, smart there. Nice bait. I was not expecting a bait anywhere soon. Alright, we're gonna go into burnout here. Wait. No, we're not in burnout here. Close to burnout, I think. Actually, no, we could be in. I don't remember Sagat. Okay, no, we're not. That's alright. I'm dead. Wait. Oh, I thought he would get hit. That was a gamble. It's all good. Good luck. Quick question. How long did it take you to get decent attorneys like top 24? Probably 2 years. I think probably 2 years is a good amount. That's what we're waiting for. I was gonna say earlier, I feel like the trick sometimes to even get the Tiger Knee to come out is to start with the fireball. Get the fireball out there. Because that's what they're waiting for, you know? They want to see the fireball. But I would say I've been playing Street Fighter for, at least I've been playing this Street Fighter 6 since it released. I played a few fighting games before this, but nothing serious. Like I played Dragon Ball Fighters, but I really never learned them all that seriously. So I definitely say this is like my first real fighting game. Alright, we're gonna wait for the Tiger. Damn, I really thought we could punish him for that. He's gonna try a DI, right? Nah, we're ready. We are ready. I always try to do smaller Tiger Knees, so not as DI-able. That is not real. Let's see if we can bait. Oh! Yo, we got so lucky he didn't punish that. Alright. Geyser. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm 24 currently, but yeah, I've been playing fighting games most of my life, but not seriously all my life, obviously. Grew up playing a lot of MK, stuff like that. I played a lot of Mortal Kombat, Smash Bros, you know, all that stuff, but this is definitely the first fighting I played seriously. Ooh, that was unfortunate. Nice. Oh, I thought it was tight. Dude, that was bad. Oh, wait. It's not bad. This is a blessing from God, bro. I'm not even all that religious, bro. This is a goddamn blessing right here. Oh, my God. A little prayer right there, bro. Alright, come on. I know he's gonna check a fake button there. He's gonna try to sneak it in. Wait for the fireball game. Yeah, that's what they do. They usually... Sagats will wait for the first fireball. They'll wait for you to do a fireball. Oh, I thought I had that. Hold on. Let me shut up. Let's try to... Not the masher. Nice bait! Yeah. Last time he went for the full string and it's not real. I gotta be a little bit better about, Wait. I gotta be a little bit better about waiting to see it first and then going for the reversal. Nice TP. Spend here. Oh, okay. Probably gonna have to bait. Holy hell, bro. We'll take that. Little sketchy win, but we'll take it. The reversals are coming. See, now when we get him to wait... See, what's nice about it now that we've conditioned him... You want to do what on stream? Smash Bros on stream? Hey, yo. We're gonna smash our bros. In the game, you know? A little sus right there. Dude, I can't even say sus without, like, hurting, bro. That is... It's so painful. I know I'm, like, technically part of the new generation, but, like, fuck, bro. The terminology is so painful. That was really unfortunate. Oh, that went through the fireball? That was actually absurd. I'm gonna try to get through here. Oh, I could have waited. I should have got outside of the... Okay, if we get out of the range there, we can hit him a little bit better. This time, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna walk back. We'll take it. Woo, delay jab, man. Beautiful. All right. I will take that. I will take that. They left immediately. No GGs for me, I guess. Okay, so I think they won the first one, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna go... I'll give them the first one, and then I'll say the rest is me. Get critical would be proud. Oh my god. Smooth, thank you. I just realized the text is a little too big. Let me fix this. I feel like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like it's a little big. I usually like to have it, like, at least kind of the size of the box here. That's probably fine. All right, Pina, we won our next match. Now we're waiting. They don't want to... Did I win? I did. I won 3-1. They don't want to report it because they left immediately. A little salty, which is kind of weird because I get it. Getting knocked out would be annoying, but also, like, they played really well, so they shouldn't be mad. But yeah. No, I think they played super well. So if I was them, I wouldn't, yeah, can't care. But either way. All right, so the next of these should be mine. Now we got to go up against Lewis Campbell. So I'm going to let it auto do what it's got to do. Verify the matches. So then I can, you know, play my next match. I got places to be. I got to get to the next game. Nah, but GG's to him or them. You know, at this point, I don't even know. I don't know who half the people are, so I don't want to assume. telling you that water break, that's what did it. What about you, Pina? Are you waiting on the next one? Are you still waiting on your top 48 match? I'm about to play mine to see if I can get in the top 48. I'm checking. Oh, no, you were right there, man. That's all good, brother. That is all good. Yo, good shit on your run getting to losers round 4. That was fucking sick, though, that I saw you got, you got 2 guys out in a row. That's fucking sick, bro. Good shit, man. I'll do my best to try to see if I can get there for you, bro. Winners. I'm telling you though, that's sometimes how it goes though. Like I've genuinely had runs like that where you're like, I'm feeling good, but yeah, sometimes it just doesn't happen. You know, all the things don't align. Like for instance, I thought that Sagat was playing actually really good, but I picked up on the habits a little bit faster than they did, I think. Oh, no GGs? You got to get used to that. That's how it goes sometimes. Also, let me know if you guys think the text is too small. I can change it. I feel like now I might have made it too small. I don't know. Ooh, what does it look like on a phone? Oh wait, actually before I do that, I gotta get my next match. Let's get. I'm gonna just invite the guy. I always like to invite them before they can. I don't know. It wants me to do it anyway. It's Marissa player. Okay. Yeah. We saw this one coming a mile away, didn't we, guys? Oh my god. All right. We have to beat what's it called? We have to beat our biggest weakness. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. We're going to try to do our thing. We are going to do our thing. Let's be real. Let's get it. Just jump? Alright. Oh, you're right. Oh, I did not mean to DI there. That was stupid. Don't do it. Don't do Superman. Don't do it. Oh, you see, not right here. He's got the best advice I've heard all day. Just take his life bar to 0 before he does it to you. I like that. I'm going to try that. Let's try that out, guys. Oh, it's the new tech? Yo, where you been learning all this new tech, bro? You got to teach me. Kaiser. You're dead. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Yo, I don't know about y'all, but the moment I saw that jump, I was like, this guy might be a gamer. Alright. Let's see if we can focus. Damn! Damn, son! Alright. She definitely a scrub killer, bro. That's how I know I'm a scrub. This is my worst matchup, bro. I still don't really know what this character does. I've labbed the shit out of her too, but I still don't really get it. Because I feel like she's one of those characters that like everybody plays her different. Backdash a lot. Oh my god. Okay, I'm an idiot. I just realized I know what I'm supposed to do against that. I have to low forward every time he does that. Okay. You know what's funny? I was just about to say, should we bait here? We're dead. Wait, no, we're not. Yo, you see what I'm talking about though? This is just a matchup I always struggle against. Fuck. It's so hard to know if it's gonna whiff or not against this character because her hurt box doesn't extend like other characters. I feel like when she whiffs moves. Okay. We're gonna not waste any meter here if we can. We're gonna try to save it. Keep it simple. Geyser. Alright, we're one away. We just gotta keep we just gotta keep playing it safe. Y'all see what I'm talking about though? Because I think this Marissa might actually be like a 1500 player, but I just really suck against Marissa, man. She scares me, man. I'm telling you. Like, look at that drive damage. Sometimes you feel like you gotta hold it too, but that's bad. You grab her a lot. I try to grab, but I find that a lot of Marissas, once they're used to that shit, they're just teching over and over. I don't know what it is, because I feel like that was a cool combo. Even though I feel like for most characters, you can kind of just shimmy. I feel like with Marissa, I'm always struggling to do that. I'm gonna try a little bit more though. See what I mean? Oh, I thought that was beat by low. Damn, bro. This is hard. Damn. All right. Let's get it. Dude, you see what I'm talking about? Like, you would think that you would get punished there by my medium kicks. I know my medium kicks range. Like, trust me, I know the range of my move. The problem is... Hold on, let me shut up. Okay. Oh, okay. What? Dude, I never understood. Oh, that works, doesn't it? Fuck, we're going last game, last round with this? Shit, man. 1500 gaming, bro. I'm telling you. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can get an advantage pretty early here. Spend the bar. I'm happy if we can get her to spend the bar. GG's. Yo, that was way closer than I was hoping it was gonna be, man. Oh my god. Dude, it's so scary. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I have always really struggled in that matchup. But we're in top 48. We are in top 48. We have made it. Thanks so much. Oh, there he left. Check to see his MR. I will. Well, I'm gonna be real. I do still think that they were probably a, what's it called? Where am I? I'm in the top right here. Your opponent's setting up a lobby. Damn, I already gotta get in. What placement will you be happy with today? Dude, I'm happy with whatever, man. I just wanted to play some good games. I'm chilling. I'm honestly already happy. I just wanted to get top 48 again. Another JP? You know what? Maybe this is the chance we'll redeem ourselves. It's 1600, so, I mean, you can't go based off of stats or ranked usually, but, yeah, I did see the name. But I will say, what's it called? You know, I do feel like I have a lot of matchup experience. You gotta be shitting me, dude. You gotta be shitting me. Well, I think it's a good thing I said that I'm happy with top 48, guys. Dude, what the hell? Alright, let's play our game. Dude, how did he know? Marissa players, I'm telling you, man, they always have the knowledge. You can't drive Marissa even though that was an entirely charged move. See, that's what I don't know about her. I don't know, like, what's real, what's not. Because you just don't really see her, so it feels like sometimes pointless to lab. But recently, I've been feeling like that's the best, or the worst thing I could have ever thought, because I'm running into so many of them recently. Dude. Superman Punch is scary, bro, because I can do it on reaction pretty easily to a fireball. Oh, I thought she didn't have an anti-air. I'm dead. Damn. Fuck. I don't even care if he baits. I'm throwing that shit out. I'm not trying to get perfected, bro. Dude, I walked out of the range. I put him in spacing trap range and I went even further with a micro walk and he hit me. That's crazy. You gotta be shitting me. See, that's what I don't understand, I think. Like, I'm not really sure when you're able to drive reversal against her. Stop! And then that's all real. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. That's a safe jump. Ah, dude, this is the hardest character to fight in this game, I'm telling you. Literally, give me another JP, please. I miss JP. I hate Marissa, man. She's so hard. Alright. I'm gonna just stop complaining and see what I can do. I gotta eventually learn how to fight this fucking character anyway, regardless of how fucking good I think she is. We're gonna... We gotta get closer, I think. Nah, that's bad. So I'm charging that one. Dude, that's hard. Whew. Okay. Why did I do that? I'm telling you, man, I'm so scared of this character. I really do think she's like a secret top tier, bro, because I can't beat her. Marissa aids. Dude. I tried to jump because I thought it was going to be command throw, and then I have to take 80%. Alright, I'm going to try to mash. Fuck. I tried to whiff punish it, bro. But I don't know the spacing yet. He's just trolling me at this point. You can tell he's feeling confident. He's trying to troll. It's all good. That beats that? Fuck. Alright, come on. Yo, as a Marissa, Marissa players cannot be complaining about not having a reversal when you can do that shit, bro. That's crazy. Alright. Of course. Back throw. Oh, fuck. I didn't even know what that move was. It's really hard to... Oh. What? There's like no indication she's doing the move. It's so hard. Okay, she can throw. Wait, she can throw from that range? That's so scary. Yo, that's the other thing I think. Marissa has some of the best like drive rush, like strike throw game in the entire game. Cause it's really hard to guess sometimes if she's gonna be able to get away with it or not. Get the fuck off of me, please. That doesn't work, does it? But don't worry, guys. She's bottom 3. Fuck. God damn it, bro. Why did I... Dude. Yeah. I'm dead. That doesn't kill, though, right? She can't actually kill her. I feel like it's close, but it can't. Dude, that damage is absurd. Oh, man. That's so hard. Yeah. Dude, I told you, bro. I can't beat this character. Ugh. Good luck. I'm in chat. Where? Oh, hell yeah, there he is, Metra. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Dude, I was talking about chat before I started the match. I was like, I've gone pretty far in brackets now. I feel like I've beaten good players. But I was telling him, I was like, there is one character I will lose to 1,500 players, and it's Marissa. And then a legend Marissa. I'm like, well, of course I'm going to fucking lose to a legend Marissa. Yeah, good shit, man. That was scary. I genuinely, I think I just don't really understand her. I've labbed her for quite some time now, just like I have most other characters, but like, I kind of just struggled to like differentiate most of her moves. And a lot of it just kind of feels real. I mean, I feel like the goal, right, is to not drive reversal her because that's what she wants, is to do drive damage. But also then it feels like sometimes, like, I guess what is the answer if you're not just blocking and taking all the drive damage? Is it to, like, find the, like, fake buttons and, like, press or something? Because I played Lazy Boredom. I got second in a recent tournament. I had to fight Lazy and Grands. And, I mean, he didn't really give me much advice. His advice was basically just like, oh, you know, just play footsies better. It's like, okay, thanks, prick. But, like, I feel like I can play footsies fine against the character for the most part. Like, I feel like I was getting some pretty decent punish counters, some sweeps. But, yeah, man, it's her offense, like, her mix-up game, and then her defense game. I think I just don't really understand it, so. But, yeah, GG's, man. Add me. We can run some game. Dude, I'd absolutely appreciate that, man. I would really appreciate that. I genuinely, I've been struggling. I've been what's it called? I feel like I'm finally getting to a point where I understand, like, every character in this game, and I can fight, like, 2000 MR players for the most part, pretty back and forth, with most characters. But, yeah, definitely one that I've been avoiding for quite some time is Marissa, because, I mean, shit, we just didn't have any in my old scene, so I moved to a new area, and every fucking good-ass player is like a Marissa, and I'm like, dude, I'm not ready for this shit. But, yeah, I appreciate the games. Let me add you back. Yeah, I would really appreciate that. I feel like it's unironically the biggest thing holding me back right now is that I cannot beat Marissa.
the match before I fought you, I went fucking last round with like a 1500 Marissa, bro. Like, I could tell he was doing like dumb shit, like not good decision making, and I was still like, what do I do, bro? But yeah, either way, good luck with your bracket. I'm comfortable with top 48. Honestly, like I said, everyone here, we're chilling right now. I think whenever you have a run like I was able to last week with the top 5 at Canoper, I'm like, I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Like if I get anything that's not like 0-2, I'm like, all right, I'm chilling. You know, like I'm feeling pretty confident. So it is what it is. The good thing is we got to fight literally our worst matchup possible back to back. So yeah. Whew. I'm one of the wild... Oh, you had the right ideas of drive reversal options on my charge moves. Yeah, okay, that's what I was wondering, right? Is it looked like, yeah, they were super long charge moves, and I was like, okay, so this must be when you can hit it, right? Because I felt like it was probably better to at least hit it on the move that's only going to hit once to reversal rather than like an entire pressure string. Maybe that's like a trap. Again, I don't know how she works. I don't even know if she can do that. But, yeah, I think there was definitely a few times I would do it, and I was like, what? It charged for so long. How can I not drive reversal? But, yeah, I guess I did it too late. One of the wilder Marissas, because I know a few options that work in scramble situations and other niche things. I'll tell you both games. Okay. Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. I would love that, genuinely. I would love to get to a point where I can play that matchup even... If I can even play that matchup, like, even, I'll be happy, genuinely. Because I think I'm pretty... I'm like, sitting right now at... I haven't beaten a Marissa player... I mean, the first Marissa player I think I've beaten in the past, like, few months was the guy I fought before you. And it was right there. Because they steal my points on ranked. But yeah, I don't know how the fuck I've gotten to, like, high 18, like, 1900 gameplay, or, like, you know, ranked or whatever, without learning Marissa. I labbed every other character, I think, correctly, but she was the only one I was like, we'll figure it out later. But yeah, that was definitely, insightful. Alright. Don't beat yourself up for... Oh, no, I'm not. I'm genuinely not. I appreciate it though. No, I'm definitely not. Like I said, it's been a thing. What's it called? It's just been a thing for a little bit. I've just been working on the matchup, so it's been rough. But no, I'm not. I'm definitely not. Oh, you got to run. Yeah, man. Good luck with the rest of your games, bro. I hope you go super far. And yeah, I really appreciate the comments, bro. I look forward to playing you soon, brother. You have a great session. Seriously, I really wish you luck. Go show him what that fucking bottom 3 character does, because Lord knows it works. It's just kind of scary. Alright. Well, guys, that is our run for today. It went pretty well. I think we got top 48. Not bad, not bad. We got some it got really stacked all of a sudden. I was telling this to one of the other guys that I was talking to before we started, that, okay, we ended up getting 33rd. Not bad, not bad. Could be better, but, you know, genuinely, that's progress right there. 3-2, anything that's not 0-2, I think is great. So yeah, definitely happy with that. Genuinely happy that we were able to take some games over some people that I think were genuinely impressive. But yeah, who did we fight? We fought the Terry. The Terry was great. I thought the Terry was a good player. We lost to JP. Oh, we fought the Scott. I thought the Scott player was really good. I'm happy I was able to take that one. And then yeah, the fucking Marissa was terrifying. But yeah. Whew. Let me tell some of these homies, bro, some shit. Jump to present. Just messaging some people really quick. Good luck with everyone's runs tonight. All right, but yeah, we'll definitely take that. See that's honestly I think the coolest thing about a lot of these brackets is you run into players like that are like genuinely top level, and they will be like, you know what, I'll help you. You know, like they'll, if you're nice enough. I think it also helps I'm a creator. Thank God I'm a fucking content creator, because sometimes they'll just be like, oh cool, I'll help, you know, and I'm like, okay, I will take that. I will fucking take that. Let me see where the guys we just fought. I want to see where he's ranked at. I think he was pretty high up, right? I mean, I imagine he's like, he was Legend Marissa, so he's got to be like top 5, right? I would think so. Let's see. Guile. Why am I on fucking Guile? My Guile's trash. He's in 1400. Oh, dude, yeah, look at that. He's right under Lazy Boredom. Okay, cool. That is really impressive. Wow. Nice. Yeah, no fucking kidding, man. He's a fucking... the moment I saw Legend, I was like, ah. Yeah, that was genuinely impressive. I definitely look forward to learning. Because I actually feel like one of the problems I was having for a while is I was struggling with, like, mid-screen stuff with her. Like, I was just kind of not whiff punishing very well. That's the one thing I actually feel like I did really good against him, was I was playing, I think, really well with that. Like, my buttons were interacting with his, I think, the way I wanted to. The only thing that wasn't, I can't remember if it was fighting him or not, but I had like 3 different times, it might have been the guy before, that I threw at a medium kick, and he was on her body, and it didn't hit, and I was like, bro, but that was a whiff punish. Like, it was so confusing, because I feel like you would think her buttons would, like, extend her box, but they didn't, and I was like, okay, bro. No, I think with him, most of mine connected. There was definitely not anything that happened in the match with him that I was like, oh, you know, like, no, it was pretty, it felt like how it's supposed to go, you know. I don't have the knowledge, and he's super solid. All right. All right. But yeah, it's definitely I feel like someone's trying to tell me something. Like y'all said, you were like, Lazy Boredom sent out all the Marissas. I've been saying on stream like the past month that like my worst matchup is Marissa, and the last. Wait, dude. The last, I think, other than Can Opener, the last 4 tournaments I've run in, I got knocked out by Marissa. So I think they're definitely trying to tell me something. They're like, all right, you know, I don't know who the fuck's telling me something, but whatever it is, they're like, all right, you're getting good, but you know, you didn't do this one basic thing. You didn't learn this fucking one character, like, you dumbass. And I was like, oh shit. All right. Chocho Pops, welcome in, go. We got him into the server. Whew. Yeah, I think because that one ended early, it's actually pretty convenient. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick coaching session with somebody. I promised a coaching session tonight. Main Marissa, hell no. I don't like that character. I respect Marissa players. I don't like the character myself. I tried her at first when the game came out, and I was like, it's not for me. I've never been a fan of like gorilla characters. No disrespect, I just don't personally enjoy it. So I also feel like we're making. I know you're doing a bit, but I'm just saying I'm doing. I feel like I have such good progress with what's it called? Terry right now. Get her to master. I already have her in master. I got everybody in master. Hold on. They're warning you Marissa's gonna be top 1 next back. Dude, she's already top 1. All right, I got Luke Master, Jamie Master, Manon, Kimberly, Jury, JP, Lily, Marissa. See, I already got her there. We got DJ, we got Cammy, Ryu, the Honda, Chun Li, Ken, Gile, Blanca, Zangorf, Rashid, Aki. You'll see why I skipped over Dawson. Terry, obviously, Bison, Puma, Ed, Mai, Random, Elena, Sagat, Steve Viper. And the only one I don't have is fucking Dulcim. I thought I did. I was pretty sure I got him there. I did not. We'll lab him for like a week one of these days. Maybe I'll make a video out of it and I'll get him there. Terry's not a gorilla? Absolutely not. No, the reason I say Terry's not... He's an aggressive character, but he's not a gorilla. Gorilla style... Typically, the gorilla playstyles, it's someone like Azrael from BlazBlue. Like, they typically don't have a fireball. They typically have charge moves. They typically have armor moves. And they typically have, like, a command throw or something like that, right? Like, they're usually a big body character that gets in with big charge moves. And I think Marissa's, like, the perfect example of, like, a gorilla character. But no, Terry's definitely not. Terry is he's like Ken. He's just the Shoto, but Oh, my mic turned off. The zoner style Shoto, you know, you have the standard well-rounded one, which is what Ryu's supposed to be, but he's not. The gorilla is whoever's behind the controller. That's also true. But yeah, archetype-wise, I would say I don't think Terry is. So Azura, whatever that guy from BlazBlue was. Yes, you remember him, right? Let's pull him up. One of the coolest characters in that game. You see, he was broken as fuck in one of the BlazBlues. I think it was the one before Central Fiction. I think Chrono Phantasma. This motherfucker, bro. This guy right here. This guy's a fucking gorilla character, bro. He'll like dash in your face and he'll just beat the shit out of you, bro. Continuum Ship, I think, was the one before Chrono Phantasma. But yeah, that went pretty well. We got top 48. Can't be too mad. Can't be too mad. Or actually, we shouldn't be mad at all, to be fair. Damn, I thought. Oh shit. Hold on. Fuck, bro. Rain is from my region. He's pretty. Oh. But yeah, definitely can't be too bothered. I don't know too many time loops. Isn't that the whole fucking plot of those games? Literally just like it just keeps going back and forth. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna do a coaching session really quick, and then we'll probably end off there because I have some stuff I have to do tonight. But you know, we're back to doing this normally now, which is nice. We're back to doing streams consistently, so I'm not too worried with being a little bit of a shorter one. This will be probably about 2 hours. I think we have at least an hour left because coaching sessions are usually an hour. There are 3 time loops in the BlazBlue starts, Insanity, Sports, and Outdoor. What? Fucking, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Yo, are you ready? So how late are you staying up? All right. Whew. I tried to at least get my well, we at least did, what's it called? What I wanted to for Pina. I have seen the BlazBlue lore dump and it's insane. Oh, hell yeah. Pina's right there. Fuck yeah. I was just texting you in the chat. Yo, I got Marissa on. Bro, you did too? No way. Bro. Are you serious? Dude, I fought 2 Marissas back to back and one of them was a fucking legend Marissa. I was just telling the chat though, I know you're fairly new to the channel, bro. I feel like I've gotten to a point, like, you know, at high, what's it called, Ultimate Master, where I feel like I'm like, all right, you know, I'm picking it up. I can fight. I feel like I'm comfortable fighting any character. Even JP. That's why I was like, damn, I wish I could have done better tonight. But Marissa, bro, I don't know what that character does. I still don't after all this time. I never put the time into learning her, so I've been fumbling it so hard. Just been getting by lucky. But I fought 2 tonight. And the last 2 tournaments I fought before this, I also had to fight a Marissa. So the last 2 before this, I went, what's it called? I went 2nd place in both the tournaments. And they're both the Marissas who got winners. So it's like, fuck, bro. She's scary as shit. But yeah, man, I feel your goddamn pain, bro. I feel your fucking pain. How good were they? Or how good were they? What rank were they? Finding Marissa feels hard at times because they're really non-existent. Dude, right? Marissas don't exist, and when they do, because they're the only Marissas, they know everything. It was Ultimate Master. God damn. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was gonna say, Pina, we should can I, before I get to something else? Menex. Oh damn. Before I get to something else, let me add you online. I would love to run some games with you at some point, bro. I feel like we've talked a bit now, but it would be fun to do some like video stuff together. Like maybe make some videos doing some Street Fighter content together if you're down. But if you don't mind, I want to add you on here. Is it just what your name is on there? Like Opina? So down? Fuck yeah, brother. I'm telling you, bro. And I've tried for a while. Anytime I meet new Street Fighter creators, I'm like, yo, man, we gotta make videos, bro. Well, we don't have to, you know what I mean? But it's more like it'd be fun, you know. Let's get both our communities. Let's bring them together. Let's try to grow and shit. And look at this, man. Grandmaster Luke Gaming, bro. Look at this. He's fucking in there, bro. Good shit, brother. Grandmaster is super impressive. It's generally like, I think once you hit Grandmaster, you're already like the 3%. So it's like very, very impressive. I checked the chart yesterday. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, it's super high up. So very nice work even getting to Grandmaster, honestly. All good. Take your time. We can do it on stream. But yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I love that about you. Always trying to get the community together. I appreciate that, man. I just, I don't know, man. It's like, it feels like part of the reason I've always wanted to do this, right? Is to like, you know, have a group of people to grow with, you know, and when I started making these videos, definitely didn't start thinking I was going to do coaching or anything like that. Far from it. I didn't even know anything about this series. So the evolution feels insane, but I would say, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a good feeling. I feel like to have a bunch of people that they're growing together and learning, getting better, sharing info, you know, because that's how my old local scene was before I moved to where I'm at now. It was literally just a group of people just all getting better together. And it absolutely helped me, and so yeah. Also, this is a lot of fun, you know. That's the main part, right? If you're trying to enjoy life, what's the point of doing anything if it's not fun? So, yepers. Yeah, of course, all love for the game with mental. Yes, exactly. But yeah, man, I'd love to play sometime soon. We could work out some ideas for some fun videos to make for sure. But also just like we could even do it. It doesn't have to be a video. Like I played. There was one. I'm sure a lot of older viewers know. I played with a old Ed YouTuber a while ago, who wanted to make it very competitive and very like serious. And I don't have as much of a want to do that. To be like, oh look, I'm gonna challenge your channel. Like, it gives a shit. But it could be, you know, it could be fun to play some games like off stream or something like that to just like see where we're at and shit like that. But definitely like videos for Street Fighter and shit like that. Maybe some collab videos doing tier lists or whatever bullshit. Yeah, I'm absolutely down. That'd be super fun. So yeah, I'm waiting currently on the person that we're going to be coaching tonight. Someone who's asked for quite some time. Well, they didn't ask for quite some time. They asked a while ago, and I absolutely forgot. Creator crew battle. Yo, that might be the move, bro. Peace is cooking right now. That could be fun. You know, actually, for sure, I'm always down setting your videos. Would love to collab. Fuck yeah, man. I actually... a creator who used to make content, if you know him, FGC Trunks, he was the first, back when I was only 1,000 subs, which I guess I'm not that much further about, but it feels like it was a while ago. He was the first Street Fighter channel that I reached out to, and we ended up doing a collab together. We did one on his channel, and then we planned to do one for mine. Well, I think we did one that was like a coaching session with him, and then we planned to do another collab video for both of our channels, which was going to be the fact that we both, we trained, a new character came out, so it was Akuma at the time, that's how long ago this was, and we were planning on training a person to play that Akuma. Each of us were going to train that person for 2 days. Peace, you were there for that? Holy shit. Were you really here for that long? No way. How long you been here, bro? That's insane. But anyway, we were going to train them, and then they were going to fight each other. So instead of it being like, yeah, he hasn't uploaded in a while. So instead of it being like, oh, we're going to fight, you know, because like, gives a shit. That could be fun every once in a while, but like I don't want to do the whole like fake beef thing. I hate that shit. So, but it could be fun to be like, hey, we could, because it doesn't matter what either of us are ranked. It's like who trained the guy to be better? Because I could be over here teaching them how to play footsies, and you're just like, bro, just mash heavy punch, you know. So like you never know, bro. 2 years, holy shit. Well, Peace, thank you so much for being around for so long, bro. You're the fucking goat for that, man. Honestly, that is fucking amazing. I watched you before I started playing Street Fighter. Really? Damn, this man's a master now? Well, he's been a master for a bit, but like, that's fucking crazy. What was the video that you watched? Because of your funny video. Honestly, I don't even like. I just love going down memory lane. So I would just love to hear what it was. I want to know, man. I love hearing how I met people. You know, I started truly playing in 2025. Dude, that's impressive. You started in 2025. The Chris Pratt. Yo, are you serious? That's insane, bro. Okay. For anyone who doesn't know, that video was before I even made Street Fighter content. So if we go to my videos and we go to oldest, all the way back here, we made some BlazBlue stuff, some random LTG, some YouTube poops, random Dragon Ball videos, and then right here I had my first viral video, which was a stupid Chris Pratt meme where he didn't know what the Koopas was. Dude, this is absurd. This is actually absurd. This was 3 years ago. So he saw that video. I think you saw that video, but then you started watching like later with the Street Fighter tier list stuff. That's so crazy, man. But yeah, dude, if you look at my old content, bro, I've been uploading for like 4 years, and none of this shit is even remotely related to what the fuck I make now, bro. What was the first Street Fighter video I made was 2 years ago, and it was this one. It was me playing in the demo. I kind of knew pretty early on I was gonna make fucking Street Fighter content once I heard about the game, but it just took a while to get there. Dude, this is how long ago this was. Hold on. I think one of these first videos, like this, the coolest thing is you could see like the OG. You have a video of you playing against me? Wait, really? On your channel? Hold on, I gotta see this. King Lee said I'm in the chat now. Okay. The person getting coached is in there. I can just look up your name, right? You come up? Fuck yeah. Is it on your channel? I gotta know. Oh, it's alive. Well, I don't know if I'm able to find it, but that's cool. Dude, none of these are Street Fighter, bro. You're fake. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, right here. The one titled Street Fighter? Wait a minute. Oh, you just... Oh, that's cool.
A little bit of Street Fighter. A little bit.
Yo, I was like a low rank master. This was 1 year ago. That's so cool. Yeah, I think this was the period of time I had... I remember this now. This is when I almost beat Knuckle doing that tournament, and I was like, okay, I know my character is Ken. And then I didn't play Ken because Terry came out. But you know how it goes. Okay. Let me do this session. Feel free to hang out, everybody. This is gonna be, we're gonna. I've never done one of these coaching sessions live. I've done things like this, but never actually done one of these live. So, oh, it's canon for Ken mains. It's so true. Yo, Pina, I saw you were playing some Terry though. What's yeah, but I know you're more of a Luke player though. What's I do heavy fuck with Luke. I got a 1600 Luke, but I was gonna say, did you start with Luke? You played Luke the whole time? Honestly, you're a Ken main at heart. Trying to be, bro. Trying to do better. That's fucking Peter Parker says, bro. I think I'm like you, bro, because I have my main character up in like, you know, past 17, and then your character who I play on the side, Luke, I got him 1600. I would love to get him higher though. I would love to learn more Luke shit, because he's really fun. Let me go to custom room. Let me make a custom. Let me call them. I think I find Terry really interesting, so I've been pulling him out of Enter, and he's really cool. Yeah, man, if you ever want any Terry info, bro, let me know. I got you. Also, I do have a pretty big Terry guide coming up really soon, which I'm excited to share with everybody. But yeah, I would love to learn Luke Tech. Absolutely, hook me up, brother. I think I find Terry really interesting. Oh, I already read that. I read that already. I'm an idiot. Dude, I can definitely get with Mad Luke Tech. Fuck yeah. Hey, I'll definitely watch that guy. Fuck yeah, I'll definitely get out soon. All right. I don't have your audio set just yet, King. Once again, are you comfortable doing this on stream? You're good. You can curse. You can say whatever you need to. It's all right.
I mean, I think I'm a little bit more well-behaved than the rest, but
Than
still,
most
you
people in
know.
here? Oh, yeah. You're definitely a lot more well-behaved than most of the people we have on the server. Trust me, I was just in there for a few hours. It was, I mean, I helped make it, you know, unruly,
Yeah,
but yeah.
they found a new thing to be, what do you call,
Be annoying about.
obsessed with, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I have to go along with this. It's too funny, bro. These motherfuckers are so annoying. I love them. My viewers are actually the best fucking people on the planet. They're so dumb. I love them. All right. So, except you. You're like the only intelligent person in there, and we're just like, yo, King. I didn't say that, bro. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. All right, let me invite you in. That's how it feels. I feel like if anyone's been in the call when King's there, it's usually us just saying dumb shit. And I'm just like, what did you say? What did you say? I think I heard that right.
Yeah.
All right, I think I invited you. I'm gonna check one more time.
No, you did. I'm checking my own audio for
Okay.
my own recording because
Sounds
I've been
good.
terribly low forever.
Okay. Yeah. So what we're gonna do to start? Here, let me get the recording started. So yeah, all we're gonna do to start is we'll just play a few sets. No, I wouldn't say really any limit. Some bit around like 5 to 6, something like that. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna write down information after each one. And I do think I already have a decent grasp on what I remember, what you're working on right now. But still, I'm gonna try to get a good rundown of everything. What I like to
when
do.
I do work on it.
Yeah. I like to get a good rundown of, for the first session with each person, first time doing it with them, a good rundown of like all the main things I think that, you need to work on. But, obviously there's no order or anything like that. And also give the things I think you're doing well on and that you should keep working towards because you're already good at those. And yeah, we go from there. I mean, after that, I think it's definitely, it'll be fun to watch like replays and stuff like that next time and stuff like that and see where you're improving. But I just want to give the first few, steps, and then you can, make it happen on your own, and I will be there to help. But yeah, let's just run a few games. No stress, no whatever. We're just playing for fun.
All right, let me
just do
close
what
my
you normally
door.
do.
All right, you're streaming now, right?
We are. We have been streaming for an hour and a half. No, almost 2 hours now.
Okay.
Yeah, we had the tourney run. Just finished that. It was.
How was that?
It was good. Got top 48. Could have done better, but we fought some rough matchups. But it's all a learning experience.
Oh no, the train.
Okay, nice spacing there. Got the good spacing. Nice. We got reversal there. Hey, I'm gonna be editing. I'll have your stream up. Hell yeah. Good to hear, Pina. Good shit on tonight. Look forward to talking to you more. Okay, I like the check there. Back throw. Very nice. Yep. Okay, get out of this situation entirely. Very nice. Boom. Combo that burning out. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get out. See what your range is here. Nice overhead.
Oh, why grab? What are you talking about?
Ooh, I like the challenge there. I was plus. I was like, nah, they're gonna hold it.
There's no way. There's no way.
Fuck that. I'm not holding that shit. Get that out of here. Get some drive back here.
Oh, whatever.
It was good to be able to hear what the person is thinking while they're playing. I didn't want that. Take it. Fair enough. Ooh, I tried to parry there. This is what I get for not having a macro. This will not kill. We fumbled that pretty hard. Oh!
What? Kind of.
Oh!
You see that shit? It wouldn't give me my.
I respect it. Let's not block. No, what were you going for? Were you doing like a super? or
Oh,
something?
level 2.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was wondering. And remind me, what do you play on again? You're on a hitbox, right?
Oh yeah, I'm on a fight stick.
Got you. Oh, fight stick. Yeah. Why did I try to sweep that? We're not really using the brain. Okay, yeah, I did not get my safe jump. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. Were you trying to press there on where we got?
Just regular light punch, crouching
Okay.
light.
Okay, fair enough.
Combo, love it.
Ooh, I like the jump. Okay. Oh my god, I fucked that.
Okay. Oh, whatever. I hit the ground. That's not what I want, but thanks, Tim.
Ooh, yeah, that's enough. Ooh, I forgot. I wanted to try something. Okay, there we go. Ooh.
What?
Fair, fair.
Missed it.
Good. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I can stop doing that. I keep thinking you're forward jumping. Nice. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The fact that he has like 2 different versions of that is fucking crazy. Okay.
Okay. Fuck. That is, yeah. I'm learning while I'm playing too. Okay. Yeah. I like it. Know something's coming.
my god.
Okay, I think we're probably good stopping there. I only have a few things that I mainly want to focus on. But to start, I would say it's been quite a while since we have played, and I've seen Elena. What I will say already is I think there's already drastic improvements here. You're going for different conversions I've never seen, which is nice. And regardless of the fact if some of them weren't working or not, the fact that you're going for them is very nice. Because I do remember there was a period of time where I think you had like one combo you would do. For anyone that doesn't know, I mean, you got to diamond without basically knowing more than one combo, which is insanely impressive. So the fact that there's other ones coming up right now is very good to see. I like the round start OD kicks that you were doing. That was great. When you knew that round start, I'm going to do something, right? So you did that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. So when it comes to things that I think you're doing well already, I'm going to say I think your want to play the low forward game was nice. It was just, sometimes you fight people who are pretty comfortable with low forward. For instance, you're going to play me. It's going to be a little difficult sometimes to get a low forward on if I'm waiting for you to do it so I can whiff it. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I already see insanely good improvements already. I would say that I could definitely tell you've had to play this game. You've been kind of conditioned to play this game a certain way because you didn't have things that other people had. So, for instance, a lot of people, the first thing they learn is like like low forward drive rush or something like that, or just fireball drive rush. And not only do you play Elena, who doesn't have a fireball, but you never really drive rushed to begin with. So I think you've already kind of had to learn how to play neutral in this game without a lot of the Street Fighter 6 options. The one I do see you use quite often is drive impact. I like your uses of drive impact on fireballs and during mid pressure strings when you know that it's going to be something that's punishable. Mid screen, raw DI would definitely be a little bit more careful with your usage of it. Once a good enough player kind of picks up on that you want to go for that option, they might just start going for single hit buttons. Like I started just going for light punch and a medium punch because they're really easy to cancel into DI. So
Yeah.
it is a little bit more careful about that.
Because the only thing I'm actually just trying to punish is the knuckle.
Oh, okay.
That's all I'm doing. So
Yeah.
it's because you're doing it to punish my DI, but I'm only DIing looking for the
Okay.
knuckle.
Yeah.
And the one time I don't do it is when I'm gonna fucking kill myself. So
I would say burn knuckle is a scary option to try to DI. I think you're probably much better off either watching a Terry set up fireball so we can get burn knuckle spacing. For instance, mid screen, if you ever see a Terry like throw a few fireballs out and they're sitting still, they're almost always waiting for burn knuckle. So you can either get comfortable enough waiting for them to find the pattern and you can jump over the burn knuckle and punish it, or you can attempt. The one that I think is more likely is learning to perfect parry burn knuckles.
yeah.
Because it's just a lot easier. I mean, it's hard to time sometimes, but like it's safer. It's a lot safer. But anyway, those are some smaller things that I just noticed. The main few things, I have a few right here. I have at least 4 main things I want to talk about. The first one was I noticed you were kind of waking up with buttons sometimes. I think that's fine, obviously, if you know that like the opponent is conditioned you or they're trying to condition you and start doing like shimmies and stuff like that. Like the opponent, the moment they start doing shimmies, it makes sense to be like, okay, now I can take advantage of this and hit a button on my wake up, because I see them walking back or something. But I think you were getting punished pretty often because I noticed pretty early on. I was like, oh, you do like to use that as an option. So I'm just gonna meaty as much as I can because where I think a lot of players will OD reversal over pressing a button on wake up, you were doing the opposite, which is fine. I mean, obviously you get punished less for a button than you do a reversal, but if you do start getting punished by it, I'd say like once or twice, that is usually when you want to start picking up on it and going, okay, I find another option. And I'm not saying that's all you were doing. You were definitely alternating, which was good, but that option in general is pretty dangerous when people know meaties. Maybe I think in Diamond, Low Master, there's definitely a lot of situations you can get away with it if they don't have the right frame kills and their meaties. But you get to a certain level, you definitely want to be comfortable not relying on that option. and instead, you know, just either blocking it, waking up, throw because you know they're gonna throw, or popping out your reversal.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know. That's why I'm moving buttons. It's one of those
Right.
things where it's just like when you were doing the punch, you were mashing punch to confirm my block so you could grab. And by that point, I don't know which opening you would grab or not.
Right.
So I'm gonna get punished regardless.
When
so it's
I
like
mean,
I'm going to get punched if I grab, and I'm gonna get punched if I try to punch. So
that's fair. What I'm talking about when I say throw is not exactly on like meaty. Like yeah, you can wake up throw. It's a little dangerous. I more kind of meant the confidence to throw out a throw when you see that someone is like walking toward you. And shit, that walk up could even be a shimmy. But like I'm saying, I still feel like that is sometimes a more consistent option than waking up with buttons. I think if you're gonna do something, I think you either have to make a decision. You're either gonna wake up auto reversal, or you're gonna just take it. You're gonna block it. Because I see a lot of people I've been teaching recently, they'll wake up parry, which is like fine if you know they're drive rushing at you and they're gonna like try to hit like an overhead or something. But like normally, just like on wake up, it's a little dangerous because you know you never know. Again, it is a guess sometimes. You don't know if they're gonna throw. You don't know if they're gonna hit a meaty. So I think parry's dangerous. Sometimes you're better off just blocking it. So I think when you're starting right now, I think you should. The easiest way I think right now to learn is to simplify the game, and that way, if you simplify it, you can learn from other people because your game plan will be so simple that you're less focused on yourself and you're more focused on learning what other people's habits are. So that you know I have this option or I have this option for each of these situations, and don't make it too complicated, and just throw them out and see what people's habits are. You know, like I notice a lot of people in this situation they like to drive rush and try to take their turn back when I'm about to be burnt out. You know, maybe that's a good situation that you learn. Oh, cool, I can reversal here because I know for a fact they're gonna try to burn me out. I can go out on my own terms. So it's just stuff like that I was gonna say. I think wake up jab is probably something you want to leave behind if you can. But anyway, that's just one thing. I think actually the main thing, well actually before I get to the main thing, I think it'll be the main theme of this video I want to focus on. But one smaller one is, I in a few of the games I wanted to test out, do you know what Elena's best options are for anti-airing? Because I typically, I do the Z input kick move that she does. I forget what it's called, but I think she also does she also have a good like normal button for anti-airing?
And no, anti-air is good when they're not in my face.
Okay, let's go to.
So she doesn't have anything that goes directly up other than the DP.
Okay.
So I'm more than likely gonna whiff, and you might win that encounter just because I'm trying to hit you.
So you're
while
better
you're
off
already coming down with attack.
So you're
I'm
better
better
off
off
doing
blocking
DP.
or parrying.
Well,
yeah.
well, you're better off learning your DP because you have.
Well,
you
it
have
is.
iframes.
It's just with the way that my gate's set up, I'm already blocking one direction. So for me to flick to do with the DP, it's not that it's hard, or that it can't happen. It's that it's too late.
So even you're saying if mid-screen, let's say you're not blocking.
Mid-screen, yeah. But
Okay.
if I'm already so I guess.
Let me see what you're talking
Because
about.
I was doing it. I was doing the practice for a while. Like I did I don't know who I was with before, but I literally did like 1,000 anti-airs and parries in a session. Just to get myself in a condition, right? But it's like if I'm looking for it, right? You'll do it like,
Okay.
I can do it just fine.
Yeah.
It's the problem is looking for it, because by that point, when are you ever jumping? And when am I ever going to be prepared for you to jump?
So, well, obviously, like, I'm not going to jump as often, but I'm sure people you fight jump a lot, right? Like, or I'm sure
They
Diamond
do.
players- Yeah. So that's what
But
I'm saying.
the ones that do are like Zangief, and he's doing that little down thing, which already, by like this close, it's already going to hit me.
I still think, regardless of how much it's not working right now, I really do think it's going to be a big thing that's going to help you. I mean, you're playing a character like Elena, you're already missing out on certain options that other characters have, right? You don't have a fireball.
Yeah.
So more than any other character, you need to be a goddamn unbreakable wall. You need to be the fucking walls of bossing. Say, whatever option they bring in, you need to have an answer for, and one of the most important ones is an anti-air. So I would say, honestly, it's not that you need to, like, know right now when they're going to do it, because, I mean, shit, that's hard as fuck, right? To just know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that just comes from time, right? You watch people enough. I mean, sometimes what I'm doing mid-screen when nobody's making a decision is I'm just kind of going back and forth like this because I'm just waiting to see if they're going to drive rush, if they're going to jump. There's a lot of drills that people do as well that help with that, where you know, there's a lot of times in games where you will go back to this middle space where you're just kind of waiting for someone to do something. A lot of times people, that's when they decide to jump. And more often than not, you know, there's other times there's other times they'll just do it on like the moment you press a button or something. But I think finding any time in the game that you can where there's downtime and putting that in your head of thinking, okay, what are their possible options that they could do? And that doesn't mean you need to know immediately. I think it's easier to tell when someone's already shown you that they like to do it. So, for instance, when I go in a game, I usually go in with a clean slate. I don't assume they're going to do anything. I don't assume they're going to jump. I don't assume they're going to drive rush. I let them show me what they want to do. I walk in, I try to play my game with a fireball, and then I try to play with my ground game with my footsies. And I just test to see what their options are, right? But I would say once they show you at least one or two options, you know, like you notice, oh, this guy likes to jump whenever he gets nervous, or hey, this guy likes to jump after, you know, it could be any other character, you know, oh, they're throwing a fireball, then they like to jump. Like, it's stuff like that that you have to slowly get a little bit more comfortable picking up habits with. And honestly, the easiest way to do that is to find little downtime moments within a match. Like, for instance, like reset to neutral moments. Like, all right, you did a combo, maybe you walked up and tried to throw and then they teched. Now you're back to neutral, you know. It's situations like this where I'm typically like, this is when I'm waiting and I'm going, okay, will they do, what decision are they going to make? Are they going to throw? Are they going to, or not throw, are they going to drive rush? Are they going to jump? Because, I mean, yeah, you can't expect in this up-close game this whole time to know that they're going to jump, right? Like, that's just going to, the more you play this game, the more you see shit, the more you're, like, super comfortable with doing your inputs. I mean, eventually, yes, you will get comfortable. I can promise you, you will get comfortable enough reacting in fast situations like that. But right now, when it's really hard to do that, like, you gotta create more options or you gotta create more situations where you're waiting for it. And I think Elena actually gives you options like that because she's not playing the fireball game. She's waiting. She's trying to get in slowly. So, you know, you got to be a wall that's walking in. Like, you're being aggressive, but you're actually really playing the defensive game and waiting to see what they're going to do. You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a long tangent on that. I would say whatever you can do to get comfortable. I mean, like you said, you already have these. So just keep doing it as much as you can and hone in on them because holy shit do they help. You know, you're deleting an option that the opponent can't do whenever you stop them from their jump-ins and stuff like that. And then they have to be scared of your ground game. And your ground game's already good because you've been forced to play this game without a fireball and without a lot of combos. So, the other thing I was going to say is I think stand medium punch is a really good whiff punish option. I was seeing a lot of times if you saw me throw out something, I could tell that you were trying to like crouch heavy or crouch medium or something like that. And I think that this option is great exactly for that. But I've seen a lot of Elenas also do medium punch just because how egregiously good it is because she goes forward. So I would just throw this button in a little bit more if you can. But yeah, some smaller stuff right there. I think things that are worth working on. Main aspect, biggest thing I would like to actually focus on is mental is a big one. I think with you currently, with how much I've played with you and watched you play this game, I think the biggest thing that you're doing to yourself is you're hurting yourself mentally. A lot of times in a match, I'll tell people the advice is to, you know, talk themselves through the match and stuff like that. But what I find sometimes that you end up doing, I'm sure you're without even realizing, is that you're saying what the problems are, but not like what you should have done or what like you'll usually just say that was stupid, right? You'll be like that was dumb. You're already talking, which is great, but you need to get to a point when you're like where you're going, okay, this is what happened. Like you're saying, okay, I got punished for this, right? So you say, okay, I got punished for this, and you need to be able to know that you're gonna say, this is what I should have done. If you don't know what that thing is that you should have done, that's what you need to be practicing. That's what you need to go and look for in the replays and go, okay, what is this option? Because if you don't know like what it is that made that go wrong, if it's just that was just stupid, it just happened, it was dumb, then that's what you got to work toward. Because every time you do have an interaction that doesn't go your way, you should be out loud going, you should be talking, but you need to say what went wrong and not just oh, it went wrong. You know, it should be like, this is what I should have done.
Well, it's because like I can't fix it. It's more in the sense of like that's just a knowledge check. It's just more shit I just don't know. Like you being able to recover from like a punch, a knuckle, just straight into a whatever the fuck twirl kick that is, right?
Right.
It's like okay, I still have no idea what's a short and what's a mid. Like it's visually speaking, I can't tell the difference right now.
I understand.
And it's just, oh, okay, so you missed it, and then you immediately course correct yourself while I'm still in midair. There's just nothing I can do about that.
Well, yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is you can't be too down on yourself for not knowing that though. Like that's what the feel that I'm getting is that you're getting like you're getting
I'm
bothered
shrugging
about
it
it, which
off.
is fine.
Yeah, 'cause-
But also like you're putting the negative energy out there by being like, this is stupid, that shouldn't happen. When it's like
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with not knowing that. Like you should be like, wow, that's crazy, I didn't know that, you know. But like then that's what should teach you to go practice that and be like, okay, what the hell is this, you know? And that doesn't mean you have to
Yeah.
go in the lab and play Terry, but you know, like ask me a question, be like, can he really do this, you know, like, or ask anybody honestly. But like, I think a lot of it helps if you're gonna go with replays, you know, like you're watching, you're
Yeah.
playing somebody, they do something, you're like, what the hell is that, you know? It's stupid. I don't think it's wrong to be like bothered by what happens. What are you just gonna go through this game and be not affected by anything? Fuck no, you know, like obviously it's gonna affect you, but
Whoops.
I just think that there needs to be more of a want to figure out what those things are, because there's nothing wrong with not knowing them, absolutely not. But
Yeah.
you know, if you don't know it, then that's what you got to do. I could sit here and tell you things that I think, you know, oh, you should work on this, you should do that, but you know, unless you yourself are able to you know, go down that path and practice those things yourself, it's going to make it a lot harder on you in the long run. So
Yeah.
I would say you need to be a little bit more hungry when it comes to learning knowledge checks. And
Yeah.
I am absolutely down. I'm sure anybody else in this server is as well. If you do have questions, just literally anything, like any possible scenario you don't understand. You know, like I just don't get this person's buttons. I don't get. Yo, ask those questions. Be hungry for that knowledge. Like learn it, because we're here to help, honestly. And I'm here to answer those questions whenever I can, or find someone who can, because that's the main thing right now. Is it's more just like not getting in your own way and feeling frustrated because you don't know it. It's like, fuck that. Like you're a good enough player already. Like you just got to figure out those things. You got to get those knowledge checks down, and because there's a lot of them in this game. There is a fuck ton. That is half
Yeah.
of learning this game. Is like, hey, I play footsies pretty well, but I don't, like, for instance, even tonight I played in a tournament, and I feel like I'm getting pretty good at this game. But I mean, shit. I almost got cooked by a Marissa who I felt like was ranked much less than me because I was getting knowledge checked. So even where I'm at, I'm getting knowledge checked. But I recorded it. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down for an hour, and I'm going to watch that damn footage, and I'm going to talk to people about it. If I don't know things, I'm going to ask people who know about it. But yeah, I mean, that's really what you got to do. It's a loop of just continuously doing that. The trick is to, like, at least see if you can end your set by learning, like, one or two things each time you play. Because it is hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just doesn't go well, and you're like, I just want to get off. You know? That's fine. As long as you can make sure that's not every session. Because getting, like, plateauing at a certain place, and I don't think you're plateauing right now. You're learning all these aspects right now. Like, I think you're actually doing really good because you're mastering combos right now. You're doing things I never saw you do before, which is great. I just want to help you understand, like, the next phase of the game, where you're going to go, because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to do what everyone else does. We all do it. Once you hit Master, everybody kind of gets stuck there. We all get plateaued. We either sit at 1400, 13, whatever, 15, and that's where the real struggle comes in this game. And that's why, like, my goal today, at least, is to help you understand, like, when you get lost at that point and you feel like you're good, but you can't really, you know, get past where you are, that's when you need to start being like, all right, there's probably some shit happening on the screen that I just don't understand. Because even now, to this day, I will learn shit. I will get hit by a pressure string and be like, oh, fuck, I didn't even know that was real. So, and, you know, anyway, I think that's a pretty important thing to focus on is to change the way you look at it instead of seeing it as, you know, and I'm not saying you don't, but more just like, that's the way I recommend at least looking at it, is like, if you don't know something, like, do whatever you can to learn it, because, yeah, I mean, you don't want to get hit by that shit again, you know, you don't want to, you know, so.
I think, like, something I noticed when I was going through my, what was it, like that 12 or 13 streak I had prior?
Yeah.
And one of the things I realized was, like, when I was playing the game, because I'm coming from 4 to 6, right? And with 4 is way simpler in terms of this game, right? Despite this game having so many goddamn options, 4 is just way simpler. But one of the things that kind of bothers me in this game is the fact that it's, like, it promotes scummy plays,
It does.
right?
It does.
And it's one of those things where it's just like, it mind fucks me, because it's more in the sense of, clearly there's, like, you know, the ethics of games in the sense of, you know, hey, we're playing Street Fighter, you know, anything past the third same attack, now you're just being a piece of shit, right?
Okay.
But in a game that's literally just like, oh hey, let's just be a piece of shit for the sake of rank, it just, I play with too much, um, I have too much virtue in the game, and it costs me a lot of games simply because, oh, I was trying to play the game correctly, if that makes sense. So
I absolutely get that. That's a big thing that I think a lot of people end up struggling with, and I myself would not say that I feel like I play like a scumbag, but I even then will do scumbag things. But I was gonna say ranked. Yeah, unfortunately, Street Fighter 6. There's no doubt this game definitely promotes that, and that's I think the biggest learning curve in this game is understanding that you kind of like I think you're on the right path. That yes, you should be playing the right way, but like it's gonna be a harder path. Like these other people,
yeah.
they're gonna get to master and get to whatever faster. Like at least master. I'd say they're gonna get to like 1400 faster, but
Yeah.
they're gonna plateau. That's the difference. It's gonna be a longer journey for you, but you
Yeah.
will in
It's
the
like
long
it's just
run
I
do
don't have
better.
the skill. Yeah, I don't have the skill to play the game I want, is what I'm saying.
And that's what you're but that's what you're working toward, right? That's your goal.
Yeah.
Working toward making and that's why I always tell people when they're confused to play like a wall. Because if someone plays like a like an asshole, they're just jumping all over the place, they're doing dumb shit. If you become like an unbreakable wall that is able to stop all their offensive options, you then get to play the game you want to play because you're then controlling their space. You get to control the way they're playing because now you decide what options they're going to do next. As you delete options from them, you then make them cycle through other options. So that's in my opinion, I think the best way not only to learn how to have good defense in this game, but also like a pretty strong way to get through ranked that teaches you good reactions. You get to practice your reactions while also getting you to fly up in rank. Because eventually people they're not going to be able to touch you once your defensive options are good enough. You could play like a scumbag and just drive rush in and do dumb shit, but you already have a want to not do that. So I think you just need to know right now that I think you are playing the correct way. It just takes longer for sure. But in the long run, you'll be much better. You'll be better than all of the people that are plateaued there. But yeah, you just have to know that like playing this game, getting better, like part of the learning curve. Like I had a friend recently that wanted to stop playing because they learned that. They're like, yeah, it promotes scummy gameplay, and I just don't want to fight people like that. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, definitely a learning curve of getting past those people is understanding that you can never assume that anyone is going to play the game you want them to play. You just can't.
Yeah.
These people they want to play what they want to. They want to do what they want to do. Like this has reached even more of a casual audience than any other fighting game. So they're just gonna do whatever they want to do, and you gotta learn to deal with it. And that's the roughest part of this game. So that's why I say get whatever Anytime you don't know something, learn it because chances are they're not, and you will. So eventually that's gonna stack up, and not only while you're learning these knowledge checks, you're already proving that the more time you put into this game. The more like muscle memory you'll have. So like without knowing, you're going to be getting better, and on top of that, you're getting more knowledge in the game. So you will improve, exponentially. You just have to keep putting in the time. So yeah, a little bit of a cop-out answer to say you have to keep learning shit, but I'm more just trying to help the way you look at the game, like in the future. And if you ever feel like you're plateauing, you're absolutely not. As long as you're learning things, you are absolutely not plateauing. It's just hard to. I did the same thing when I was in High Diamond. Getting the master, you'll hit a certain point in the game where you kind of just question like how the fuck to play it because everyone plays like scumbags. So all I'm gonna tell you is keep playing the way you are. I think you should still keep playing the way you are.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like after that whole stint where I went from Diamond 2 to Diamond 5 in a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm back down to Diamond 3, about to hit Diamond 2 again. It's just like, oh my fucking god.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing changed. Nothing changed between me getting stuck and climbing and then reversing, falling, trying to fucking climb in this game. The only thing that changed was Sea Viper was more prevalent. And every Sea Viper was different from each other.
Yeah, I mean that's the hard part, right? Is it's fucking mentally like insane because you have to try to get past that and also stay positive. But that's the main challenge right now is trying your best to stay on top of it. But I will tell you myself. You said that you don't feel like there's much change. There is absolutely change. There is big change happening already in your gameplay. without you realizing, if you don't realize, you just have
Yeah.
to keep it going because it's absolutely happening. It really is. Sometimes it's smaller than others, and sometimes you're gonna hit points in the game where you're gonna fly, up in knowledge faster than you did before. Sometimes it's really slow, so you just have to take the small wins and play that defensive wall game. Walk up on the opponent like Elena's supposed to. Set up your traps with the quarter circle forward kick like you were doing against me. I'm sure more opponents that you're fighting in Diamond are much more willing to press buttons in situations like that. So I would say there's definitely more things I'd like to focus on, the next time we talk about info and stuff like that. But for now, I definitely just want to keep it simple and just say, like, you're in a good spot right now. You just really need to keep up, like, a positive want, or like a want to stay positive and play the way you want. It's kind of like you got to unlock the game, you got to unlock the game you want to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm mainly just trying to tell you, like, you absolutely can do that. But yeah, just want to keep learning shit, because you're not far off, in my opinion, at all.
Yeah, I'm like apparently just a tidbit close. I'm a hair shy
I think you're
of where I
almost
want to be.
there. Yeah, I really do think you're almost there.
Yeah. I want to get it within the 100 days. I think I'm on day 60.
Okay.
But
Very nice.
it's like,
really
oh, well,
good.
40 days is a long time. It is, and I'm just sitting here getting my ass beat for 20 days straight, and then I unlock something.
I mean, it's not that you're gonna unlock something. It's slowly happening without you realizing. And I will say, we all have the 20 days of getting our ass kicked. I was a gold Ken for quite some time, and did not know what the hell I was doing for quite some time. So, whatever you can do to keep yourself positive, knowing that you are actually learning the game, you just need to stick with it.
Yeah.
But I would say for the next, I think for going on from now, I think the goal should be to ask as many questions to us and stuff like that, and also to be willing to practice things that people tell you to practice. Like if you hear that someone's interested in what's it called, or if you hear someone's telling you that they think you should work on like low forward or something like that, then I'd be willing to hear them out, because there's probably a lot of things in this game that like you haven't labbed as much that you might enjoy doing, more than you realized. So you're still in a little bit of an experimental phase where you're just figuring it out and slowly getting your defense better. But you just gotta stick with it. You really do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Next time, what I'd like to do is definitely focus on watching some replays and getting some actual answers. I think based on like what it is I think that you're struggling with in matches. Because right now, I could tell you, stay positive, stick, with your game plan, work on anti-airs, all the stuff I talked about today. But until I see how, people actually fight you, I don't really have too good of an idea. So
I think I have a play against an ultimate master or a high master or whatever the fucking scale is right now.
okay.
Hold on, I need to find it, cause I was labbing with them for maybe you could take a look at that one if I could fucking find it.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I feel like
Oh my god.
I would like to at least do one or more things that would actually help you, because I feel like currently, with the info we have in this session so far, it's kind of just like, hey, I don't know if you know this already, but I don't know if it's a lot. Yeah.
But this is a thing.
Yeah,
I'm working on
so
it. Okay, cool.
exactly. So I don't want to leave you thinking like, all you're getting from this is like me telling you, hey, stick with it. So yeah, I would, if we can watch a replay or two, I'd also be down. Whatever I can do to at least give you something to leave with,
Yeah.
that would be nice, because it's kind of hard in the moment sometimes immediately to know what you need to hear, in situations like that, to get you to continue grinding and stuff like that, because that's my main goal right now, at least, is to get you to help you get you to help I can't talk, get you to understand that you're in a good spot and you don't need to fucking stop. Okay. God.
All right, got it. Don't need to stop. That damn near 2-month break was apparently to my benefit.
It absolutely was. I absolutely guarantee it. Because like I said, I was watching you, like we were just playing, and those you were hitting conversions I never seen. You were playing neutral way different than you were before as well, which I noticed. Like I think you already, without realizing, were making adjustments to your gameplay. But it has been a while since I fought you, so I would love to play more or watch your replays to see what those things actually are. But yeah, do you have any recommended? Because I can go to your profile and I can look at some replays.
I don't. It's been a minute, and we had like a lot of silly games in between them. So I have the raw footage that I can show you. I just have to find the raw footage because apparently I just kept recording and didn't label anything.
Okay. Let's go to your
So it's not
profile.
once I find it, everything's gonna be Gucci.
So you don't have
For
any.
Dead.
Why do you not have any ranked matches saved?
I haven't. No, not because it updated. So
Oh, I understand.
all of the old stuff is gone. But I
Hmm.
haven't played rank in a while. Like I haven't played rank in. All I've been doing is just playing with you guys.
Okay.
I'll count them as my days because if I touch Elena, then it counts. But
I agree. I agree.
other than that,
Let me find some. Let me find like one or two where you're fighting people here in the server. I'm
like
gonna grab
if
this one.
you see the one with fuck, what is his name? I'm forgetting his name right now. Infamy.
Yeah.
Some games with Infamy, some games with Ocean.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a few of both.
Yeah, while I look for this because one of the things that bothered me is like when people are in a higher level and like I'm trying to fight them and then for some reason they're adjusting to me despite the fact that they don't really need to adjust to me. It's hard to explain, but it's just like it's kind of annoying
Do
almost.
you feel like what you're saying is like their layer 1, like that they start with, is already beating you, so they don't need to make
Yeah,
adjustments?
so it's
but-
like you didn't
okay.
need to, you didn't have to go the extra mile
Right.
to try to stop my ability to grab you or my ability to do this. It's like, bro,
Okay.
it's such a fucked thing to do.
Let me I grabbed a few really quick ones. I'm gonna go to favorites, and we're just gonna watch a few of these.
Okay, can you share your screen?
I will not be able to while I'm what's it called, streaming. Unfortunately, it will bug out the stream.
Even with Discord? Okay, all right, do your thing then.
So what I'm suggesting, yeah, it will bug out. Just recording it'll bug out. So I think I'm just gonna have to. You're just gonna have to watch the stream, unfortunately, because I somehow
give me a
have not
second.
found a way to make this work. It's very frustrating. I don't know why. The last coaching session I was recording, I was having this exact same issue. I was like, I'm just gonna record it. I'll share it to you. Nope, doesn't work. OBS sucks. So.
Yeah, alright, give me a second. I need to go and find that then.
Sounds good.
Where in the absolute hell are your announcements? Okay, alright, go ahead.
Okay. And I'll stop frequently so you can hear stuff. If it's weird hearing me twice, feel free to mute me on Discord if you need to, so you can just hear me on the stream.
Okay.
Because I'll probably just do a quick little rundown of things on here. So yeah, you don't need like don't feel like you need to respond unless I'm like asking you stuff specifically. So let's go. I'm gonna get frame data. We got attack data. We got everything except frames. So well, actually we don't need the meter. Okay. Start game. Slide, I like that. Walk up, throw. Let's try something. So you went for an option here. Yeah. I was gonna say, don't ever
Here it
doubt.
is.
I was gonna say, don't ever doubt that you can DP after a special, because you definitely can take it here after your special, even if it's really late. All right. So I like the parry there. It looks like, were you trying to... Yeah, it looks like you're trying to perfect parry that. Nice, nice. I like that. Okay, you kind of walked yourself back a little bit. I like that you did take some space back. But yeah, once you noticed that he was coming in on you, then... he was coming at you, then yeah, I probably would have recommended sniping his feet a little bit while he's walking. Maybe hit him with a low. Because you should be close to in range right here. Yeah, because you don't, like, obviously as a goal, like, you definitely don't want anybody, like, pushing you to the corner. You know, like, if you're slowly getting there over time because you're trying to bait out something, you're trying to wait for them to throw out buttons, that's fine every once in a while. Obviously, you should be trying, once you get close enough, though, you should be like, all right, I'm going to take my turn back, I'll low forward drive rush or something, I'm going to get back in on you. But when he's just, like, just walking you down like this, like, yeah, this is a free-ass little low forward right here. You're like, oh, I'm going to walk back. You see him walk. You're like, oh, well, I'm going to get in now, you know. I forget hers. It's, what is it? That heavy kick? Yeah. So it'd be like... Oh, he's going in. You know, I'm gonna go do my thing. All right. Because I mean, like you gotta remember, like you gotta share the space of the screen. You know, like it's your mid screen just as much as it's his mid screen. So don't let him walk you out of it. You know, like it's your space. I like the jump in.
Right.
Yeah, I could see you went for jump light kick. Unfortunately, combo dropped. Yeah, I think because you hit jump light kick so early, it didn't end up working out for you. But
Yeah.
that's why I would probably go for something that's a little better of a jump in option. So probably like a heavy kick or something like that. I did not time that at all. Jesus Christ. Let me learn how to play this character. Okay, yeah, maybe like a medium kick or something like that. Clearly in that situation he was about to DP anyway. But yeah, either way, light kick's kind of hard, you know, to what's it called? Like on a big jump in, if you're ever jumping in forward, that's usually when you want to go for your bigger jump in options, like a heavy kick or something like that. Light kicks and stuff like that are good when they're kind of like crossing the opponent up and they're scaring somebody, like doing an instant little jump. But this, you like announced yourself jumping. This is when you want to go for something bigger.
Go back like a couple seconds. I might have been trying to do something else. Was I trying to jump in?
It looks like you were. You didn't press anything other than jump. Like you pressed
Other than jump?
right.
Okay. Sometimes sometimes it's hard to tell, but sometimes if I'm jumping in, it's probably because I misinputted.
Okay. Well, I will say I do like that you did this, because after you jumped, even though the combo didn't win, you were like, oh well, I got to take my turn back. So you went for a plus frame button here.
Yeah.
Problem is, after you went for your plus frame, yeah, this is another thing we could probably work on, getting you to be able to jail opponents a little bit better. You went for your plus frame option, but you didn't do something that could stop the opponent. So you actually could have stopped him here. So you went for your +1. You went for an option that was a little too slow, though. Then what you want to do is hit them with an option that's, like, immediate. Yeah, see? Like something like this. Because you're plus, they can't press anything. It's your turn. And you could have locked him down right here. So if he's trying to jump, you're avoiding him. You're avoiding that even happening. Well, hold on. Now I can't press it. Bop. Dude, I pressed it already. Point is, you can do it. I don't know why the fuck it's not working. There we go. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I mean, easiest way to, like, take advantage of your plus frames is to do a fast normal after. It's a little sketchy if you go for something that's, if you're +1 and then you go for something that's, you know, a little bit slower than like a 4-framer or a 5-framer, because they could just mash a light and beat your normal. But also you could just jump out of it. Alright. Parry here is fine. Yeah, you get all your meter back. You're good with your drive, which is nice. Tried to slide in. I think you want to be a little bit careful doing it from this space right here. Oh, yeah, okay, I can see. You tried to walk. I think when you walked back, like this seems like it would have been a little bit better range. But it seems like you almost got a little too close. But either way, it was also just because he threw out his fucking normal anyway, so. Let's see, he goes for a combo.
I was expecting him to move. I wasn't expecting him to.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
Do we know the option here is back throw? Yes, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now look, okay. You put him in the corner. Look at the difference in health. Look at the difference in drive gauge. When you get moments like this that are changing both you and the opponent's position. So for instance, you were once mid screen. Now you have one of them, one of you's in the corner, and there's a whole animation. You know, you have time to think. These are the moments when I take a second to look up and look at my drive, look at their drive, look at my health, look at their health. In this situation, you should look and you should go, oh, look at the drive gauge difference. You have a massive advantage here compared to them. So your goal here should be to play a little bit slower, but to hit them with big normals that are going to do drive gauge damage. Okay, I like that. You went for a button immediately, try to take your turn. This is what you want to do, though. When you have someone trapped in the corner, especially if you notice that they're feeling a little antsy, like you walk up, he already pressed a button. This is when you got to be like, all right, he wants to get out. So you got to wait to find what his option is. When people are in the corner, if you give them enough space, the only options they can do are like walk up, drive rush, or jump. Usually it's jump. So this is the space that you have to be like, oh, I locked you down, you know? This is when, in my opinion, you should be looking for jumps more than any time, is when you have someone in the corner. You know, like if you're wondering mid-screen, how do I tell? You know, that'll come with time. You'll find moments that you can stop the game and be like, all right, this is when I need to look for a jump or a drive rush. In the corner, it's guaranteed. This is the space where they have to make it happen. You don't. You have them in the corner. So this is when you should be watching them more than ever. But yeah, you definitely want to do whatever you can to lock them down. So yeah, this would have been the perfect situation to lock him down. Either way, he doesn't really do too much here to get out. Just going for a string. Okay, you walk out of his jab range. You go for a throw. Okay, it works, it works. I like that. Beautiful. Get your spacing. All right, you gathered information. He doesn't want to press. He knows it's a spacing trap. Okay, so now that you know that, if you put him in a situation like this, even though you're minus, if you know he's going to walk up, you check his legs when he does it. You know, you hit his legs with the low forward. This is the situation. Oh, I know he knows. So now I'm going to hit him with the low forward. That's how you gather information with your moves. All right. That would have been a good TP, but it was hard because you had a parry, so I don't blame that one at all. Right. Yeah, meaty. Let's see, where were you pressing here? You press light kick. Okay, that's fair. You're just challenging. Oh, he dropped the combo. Heavy kick. Just throwing out shit. Alright. Oh, unfortunate. I'm not going to blame you for that one. I know you got those combos. It's just every once in a while it happens. Oh, beautiful. I think, can you... Because... Something you definitely want to think about here is, like... Were you thinking he was going to, like, reversal after or something? Is that why you waited a second? Or...
Reversal?
Like,
where I waited?
Like you didn't press... So what I was saying here is, even though this hit ends your... Like, it ends right there, you're +4. Mm-hmm. So you don't need to walk up. If you were trying to throw, sure. But because you have him at so low here, he's literally like a hit or two away from dying. Your best option here would be to find something you can do into like a special move. Because there's no gap here.
Got it.
So, like,
I mean, that's just something I don't know.
Yeah, like, remember, anytime you get a hit on somebody, if it hits, it's plus. Because it hit, so it's your turn still. So, I mean, like, if you were looking for, like, a reversal, like you thought he was going to reversal, I get why you wouldn't press something immediately. But, like, you're +4 there because you hit him. So, if he's about to die from chip, like, there's basically nothing you can do unless he's going to reversal. Just do a normal into, like, a special move. Yeah, in this situation, you have this pretty easily. I think this should be a pretty easy spot to win. Basically, anything you could do could kill him. As long as you get in with time. So yeah, so situations like this, he's throwing the fireball. You're being really good about playing it slow, not trying to run in yet because, you know, he's throwing fireballs over and over. But then when you get in a situation like this, where he stops, I mean, you're up close. Let's be real. This close, nobody's reacting to drive rush. This is when I would be like, oh, he dies from one hit? Oh, shit. He dies from one hit? I'll do that. You know, like, Elena has some pretty egregious, like, normals that are, like, look how fast that kills.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's when I think you need to go for options like that, if it's going to chip out. Okay. Beautiful. I don't know if you meant to do that, but it was really good. That's perfect.
I meant to do that. I didn't know he was going to throw something.
Yeah. Ooh, this is another thing I was going to say. I think you took the DI here. So you blocked it? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you hit him right here. The moment you hit him, even if he's doing DI, you were plus there because you hit him. So you should have a lot of time to DI back.
I should. I wasn't prepared.
That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if you can. I want to make sure you can, though, just in case. Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. So yeah, just definitely worth knowing. Like, if you get a jump in on somebody, even if they block and they go for DI, you should be like, all right, you know, it's my turn. I got the jump in, because any jump in hit is going to be plus. That's fine. I mean, you didn't get hit by it. You blocked it, but you know, taking advantage of getting him back with the DI would have been great because you can, you know, do your thing. All right, you're slowly walking back. He does it again. Interesting. That was a good slide. It was a good space slide because he couldn't punish it. Or at least he didn't, if he could punish it. Let's see, actually, I want to check. -3? No, he couldn't punish it. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay. This is a dangerous range right here. You walk up right here, this is scary. This is a really scary range to play. Remember, you're Elena, you got really good normals, so this range is more where you want to chill. Like, this is where you should feel safe. God, you got balls for going up that close. Unless you were going to throw, that's pretty scary.
I'm trying to bait out something.
Okay. That's
but
fair.
he just has better normals.
Yeah, see, that's when the DP's got to come in. But again, that comes with time of being like, eventually you'll get to a point where you'll just see jump-ins and you'll know, but... Okay, I think that's another DI he did. I'm sure you just weren't ready, that's fine. But yeah, you definitely want to pick up on the fact that he seems pretty... He seems to want to do that option pretty often. So yeah, it's definitely something you want to add in your mental stack to be aware of. Oh, this is unfortunate. That was the perfect whiff punish. Twice he gave it to you. That, and then he does it again. For instance, this is like the most beautiful whiff punish setup.
Yeah.
You know? Give me that. Give me that shit. I forget what hers is, but... Would you do crouch medium? Oh, crouch medium works. Like, give me that. Oh, that doesn't work. Hold on. There we go. That's probably a pretty safe option. Ba-ba.
Yeah, it's the safer one.
Yeah, so when they whiff a normal in front of you, like, yeah, whiff punish that shit whenever you can. It's hard in the moment, though. But you should always be, like, aware that, like, when someone's throwing out normals like that in front of you, you know, it's either going to hit you and they're going to drive rush in. And when that happens, you'll be watching and that's what's happening, right? But if you see something whiff and, you know, it doesn't hit you, even if your reactions aren't, like, immediate yet where you're whiff punishing them, you should still throw out a normal so then you can take your turn back.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think you were still in a good spot here. Yeah, I mean, you still could have hit him here. Even if it didn't whiff punish, if you reacted late, you still could have hit a button and drive rushed in or something like that and taken your turn back. All right. Yeah, he's got you in the corner here. I like the jump in. That was so weird. So you press light kick? Is that why you got hit here?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I thought I was...
Yeah.
I don't know if I was safe.
You pressed the button. You were safe. I was going to say.
Okay.
Because that looked like a late jump in. I definitely think you were safe there. Yeah, that's just what it looked like.
I thought I honestly
No,
got caught. Okay.
that was a great that was why I was very surprised, because that was actually a really good jump. Like, you threw fireball and you jumped over it immediately, which was really good. And this was like, oh, he did such a late, like, I'm sure maybe if he reacted with DP faster, he could have DP'd you there. But, you know, you don't know that. So, you know, it looked like you were trying to block, but maybe you accidentally pressed something. But either way, when they do a late ass DP like that, you might as well be blocking. You never know.
Wait, were those mediums? I probably was trying to parry.
Maybe.
And the light kick hit first. Okay.
There we go. Look at that. Boom. You got a lot of meter work with here, too. I was going to say, like I said, I don't see you drive rushing. That doesn't mean you don't have to... If you want to not be a scumbag and use drive rush, sure, you don't have to use it mid-screen or whatever to get in. But you should be using it when you have Oki. So, for instance, like, this is a good scenario to get in, you know.
Yeah.
That's probably another thing that's stopping you from dealing with certain people, is that, like, you're not taking your turn. You're not continuing your turn. Okay, jump in was nice. You did it from far away. That would have been hard to DP. Good perfect parry. Yeah, see, you had that. I mean, did you think the combo was going to drop?
I don't know. From there?
Yeah. Seems like it would have worked.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dragon Lash is difficult.
I don't. Oh, that's what it was. I didn't register the hit, so I didn't expect to hit
I
it.
understand. God, that was a good perfect parry. I was gonna say, it's kind of hard to start doing now already in the game, but if you are perfect parrying very often, remember that it immediately makes it your turn, so you can press something immediately after.
Oh, even with that? Okay.
Yes. That's why
Okay,
it's
I
so
didn't know that.
crazy. Look at that. You could, if you're perfect, and you perfect parry more than any diamond I've ever seen. So if you're already perfect parrying shit, throw out a normal after. The cool thing about perfect parry OS is that if it doesn't perfect parry and you still press the button doesn't come out. But if you get the perfect parry, the button comes out and you're guaranteed to hit anyway. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's why you should, like, almost always be like, when you're trying to perfect parry something, you're intentionally trying to get a perfect parry, throw out the button you were going to throw out anyway after. But yeah. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take advantage of that. No diamond player does that. So if you can take advantage of that earlier, you're going to be in a good spot. Alright, you parried there. I don't blame that. You're good at maintaining your drive, which is something a lot of Diamond players don't even have. Like, they're not even thinking about. Okay, the jump in was nice. We didn't get a combo there, though. I think maybe you were unconfident that it would have hit, and that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
I
lot
get
of
that.
the time, yeah, I'm just trying to see what happens or what doesn't. And
Yeah.
he gets hit by something, I'm like, ah, I dropped something.
So what I would
Oh,
do
well.
in a situation like that is, it's nice that you went for that whole like conversion last time where you were like, you know, on a hit, you were able to jump in and do this whole thing. But if you're not sure if it's gonna hit, then I would go for your medium punch, or medium kick, because that's your plus normal.
Yeah.
And from this
Okay.
range, it's kind of hard because, you know, you don't know if it's going to hit. I don't blame you for doing what you did. But the cool thing about if you're doing a jump in and you don't know if they blocked it or not is, let's say he blocked it and you jump in, then you get to go for a button, your medium kick, which is plus. So if they blocked it and they're blocking that next hit, they block it, but you're still plus. It's still your turn. So then you can press a button and go for another button after. In this situation, obviously it hit, so you could have done a combo, but like, there's stuff like that, I think, early on, before you have the muscle memory and reactions to like do these DPs or react when you can hit confirm. I think it's safer to go for options that are guaranteed to give you results either way. Even if the combo is going to be smaller, it's going to make you safer. So for instance, if you're doing jump-ins, you probably need to find a conversion that you can do with a jump-in and then like medium kick, because then, or you could even, if you just want to be safe, you could just jump in medium kick, and then if you notice they block, just chill, you know? But you'll be safe. Instead of going for like something like this that's very punishable, just in case they blocked it. But yeah, we could work on that for sure. I think definitely utilizing your plus frames a little bit more. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, he burned himself out here. So, in my book, this should be a guaranteed win.
Should be, but you know, somehow.
Beautiful slide.
Anyway, I love it.
No, I think you win this. Yeah. Boom. You baited him out. Exactly. You wait. That's exactly... This is actually a way that I recommend. I think a lot of people... So, for instance, in that situation before where I told you you should have stayed aggressive on him to kill him, it was because you were literally one hit away from killing him. That's when I would do it. In a situation like this where, like, you're not exactly going to kill him unless you get, like, a hit or something like that, I think it is the right move to kind of wait. Like, you sat here, you kind of chilled. You went for that option, but after this, you just chilled. You sat up in his face. So... I think that's the way to play a lot of times in these situations when they're so close to dying. That's when people get more desperate than ever. That's when you should be like, all right, I'm going to slow down a little bit, and I'm going to let them, you know, kill themselves. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I already think we're learning more.
All right.
Than...
That's the one. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that the one that I want? Yeah, that's...
Yeah, you beat TZ. So
I spent all this fucking time looking for it. No, that's not it. That's not it.
It's not
Actually,
it?
no, that's not it.
Right,
No,
well, either way, I want
it's
to
a
view
different
this one.
Chun-Li. It's a different Chun-Li, but watch it, watch
It
it.
would have been infamy, yeah. Okay, sweet. Get up in his face. Beautiful. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying you're doing stuff that you were not doing before. You were getting in their face and immediately hitting a meaty. That's perfect. You hit, and it's a meaty, and it's a plus frame meaty. Look at this. +1, you're in their face. And, okay, so this is pretty cool. This is some later game tech that something, once you learn this, you're going to be... it's going to be pretty obnoxious, which is that you got to trade here, right? So you went for, the cool thing about Elena's normal right here, I want to see what kind of button they went for. They did a 4-framer. This is what's cool about this. You go for your plus frame normal, you go for it again, and they went for the fastest move possible, a 4-framer, right? Because you got a trade conversion, you can actually combo after it. So even though they hit you, because it traded, because you were plus, you can actually convert off of this.
Okay.
So that's some tech that like it's very, I would very much say that it's like once you start like going to like higher master stuff and you're like, I got my game plan down, I know what I'm doing, but you know, but you were already making the perfect decision by going for that in the first place. If you don't want to go for a medium kick again to test to see if they'll mash on your plus frames, you can also let me go back. You want to meaty this. You could also just do like a light button. Hold on. So you're +1. You know, it's your turn, so you could do something like that. You know? Yeah, honestly, anything. That's like a fast normal. Probably best thing would be... this into that. Well, actually, no. It's just hard because I think Elena does do well with her trade conversions. But it's just something you have to get used to. All right.
Okay.
I just wanted to, yeah, let you know you can do that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, you went for the right thing there. Jumping didn't work. That's fine. They get up and get a throw. Perfect. See, that's the anti-air spot right there. You're walking back, and again, like you said, it's hard because you're going back and you have to go forward. So that's definitely something you really want to get comfortable with. All right. A few light jabs. DI to punish the fake string, and you still have a nice drive advantage here. Yeah, you're using medium kick a lot more than you were before.
Yeah, I noticed. I was watching some plays, and I've noticed a couple of Japanese, one of the top 2 Japanese Elena players do that a lot. But
Yes.
that's just so they can get an edge on like Ryu's and Akuma's.
Okay.
It's the guts. So
Yeah.
I saw it and I just started using it.
I'm gonna assume when you jumped here, you probably didn't know it was gonna cross up. I forget what Elena's cross up button it is. It might be, yeah, it's medium kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you think that you're at that range where you're getting like a little bit closer, you could do something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So I just need to make sure the block registers. I don't actually have to get the hit confirmed.
Exactly. Boom. Alright. Okay, he's gonna spend here. He's gonna get in. Nice. There you go. Nice reversal. You made a decision. Sweep. What's funny here is that you actually were punishable here, but he didn't know that. So he went.
Yeah.
He went for a slow ass normal when he could have just done a. Oops.
You could have done a light one.
Exactly. You were -5 here, so he could have just. Or honestly, it's Chun-Li, so. You know, some bullshit like that. Hold on.
Yeah, anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. I do like that you're experimenting with the slide a bit. There's sometimes where you're... That was really good reaction. There's sometimes where your slide spacing is perfect, and then other times where you're, you know, it doesn't work, and that's fine. Like, that just takes time. Definitely want a DP there, but I get it. Okay, nice spacing here. Jumping is fine. I would have waited to see what he would have done. A lot of times with moves like this that are like a spacing setup, you kind of want to do them to learn information about the opponent and see, like, do they like to press here? Do they like to take their turn back? In this situation, it looked like the way he was going to deal with it was the way that we saw Ocean dealing with it before, which was to walk forward at you. So the moment you see them walk forward, if you're sitting still, you can just hit them with the low. All right. All right, getting some good trades here. Check on the fake pressure. Okay, slide's fine there. I think you could punish here. Yeah, if you ever see that move whiff, I think you can punish. Let me see.
Yeah, for me
Yeah.
it's just timing. Like,
I
if
get
it does whiff,
Yeah, I mean,
the
I was more just-
visual
go ahead.
is always bad for me.
That's fine. And I wasn't saying, like, oh, you didn't punish here, you should. It's more like, I just want you to know you can. When you see, like, a big-ass move like that whiff, you should be thinking definitely in your brain, like, I feel like I could at least take my turn back here. Even if I don't time my hit to punish, I should be able to at least take my turn back. All right, +1. Yeah, and I think that this is one of the things you were doing that I wanted you to start thinking about, is when you go for a plus normal, you kind of don't have a need. I get if you were trying to get the corner, you were going to jump, you know? But when you go for, like, a plus normal, like this, like a +1, jumping doesn't really do anything different for you than it would normally. And typically plus normals are kind of stubby because they're really good, because when you get them off, you get to, you know, frame trap the opponent. So I would say in a situation like this, I would have taken advantage of the fact that you hit a plus normal and tested to see if he was going to press a button, you know? Yep, and he would have. So you're +1, boom, boom. Because I think a lot of people, especially in Diamond, are not going to know that you're plus. So you really need to abuse those with going, what's it called? Plus normal, your medium kick into one of your faster normals that you can do into a combo. Okay. Oh, this is the other thing I was going to talk about. It helps what I do sometimes.
Oh, 1 second. Hold on, hold on, hold
You're
on.
good. Take your time. Take your time. I'm going to actually test this out anyway. 2, 3. Okay, so just 2 hits. Okay. Yeah, definitely going to want to practice doing this. yeah, definitely she needs to get more damage off these little light strings. So, I'm sure it takes a little bit of time. Yeah, definitely think that's gonna help.
Alright, huh?
Hello.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. So for this situation, this is something I totally forgot. So I'm happy we're actually watching replays instead of just telling you what I saw in the first 6 or whatever. One thing I remember for a while that you weren't doing as much is getting confirms off of your low lights. So you got 2 low lights here right now, and I think you need to work it into your brain however you can, if it just means keep doing it, to get an understanding that you got 2 hits here. So now you need to know, a lot of times I'll see you go for those 2 hits, and they hit, and then you kind of just go back to pressing another button, when, you gotta convert this into something.
Yeah, I got a finisher.
Exactly, you gotta do your quarter-circle back kick again. Wait, what is it? What were you doing? Yeah, you want to go 1 hit. Because you got 2 hits, just doing this one. Anything you're doing like that into a special move is going to give you Oki and continue your pressure on the opponent and doing more damage,
Yeah.
Especially because you can hit this like you were doing before, and then continue what you were already doing before, where you wanted to go in your plus normal anyway. Now you can do it with them closer to the corner. It'll be a meaty, and you have more damage on them. So definitely worth doing is something worth doing is finding the way to get yourself comfortable with what's it called, confirming. Because like I said, in the future, like doing 1-hit confirms is going to be really hard for now. Like it takes a while to know, like when you get a 1 move off and it counter hits, or you notice that you can get a hit. But throwing out a bunch of little light normals is probably the easiest way to get some practice on confirming, because you get like multiple hits to let you know, oh, you got a hit, go into your combo, So
Yeah.
that's why it's nice, I think, that you're always throwing out multiple light hits. Now you just have to get comfortable with, once you realize one of them works, go for as many as you want, then go into your combo or go into your special move. Because that is going to help you out a fuck ton. Because you're almost always resetting back to neutral because you're not getting the convert off of your little low light hits.
Yeah.
Right. DI. That was great. Yeah, and in a situation like this, I get it. Like, you're a little nervous about it converting, or if it's going to work or not. But I will say, the moment you hear that punish counter, like, that's when you're like, all right, I gotta do my combo, But yeah. I still like that you went for hits here, but you had, like, let's see how many hits to know that you hit them, so you could hit confirm. You had 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. So 3 hits to let you know you were already hitting them. So even if those little light hits were what you were going for after, you still, like, go for your combo or go for your special move after. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. It'll be easier if I just start off at the jump in. So, boom, boom. You have multiple hits to realize. So yeah, this is a big thing I want you to lab, is getting little light hits. Maybe set the opponent to like random block or something like that, and then just hit a few low light hits when you're right in front of them, and then whenever you see yellow, like the popping yellow, like it hits, get yourself practicing, realizing like, oh, now I can get my quarter-circle back light kick. Because honestly, anything you can do to continue the combos is really going to help. All right.
Okay.
That is genuinely, I think, one of the biggest things that's holding you back right now, because you are good with those buttons. You throw them out in really good places. You're just not confirming anything off of them. I like the walk-up throw. Yeah, a nice slide. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, right? So you got to take advantage of your plus frames, and you got to take advantage of the fact that people probably don't know that you're plus here. You got a meaty here, which is really cool. So traditionally in this situation, this move would just be +1 if you just hit it normally. But because you hit the meaty, you got +3 here. So now that you're +3, let's see what you went for. I don't know what you tried to press. Hold on. Right there, you're +3. Then what I would do, since they go for a light, is go for a little light hit as well to trade. Maybe it's not. Yeah, there we go. And then just do this whole thing. You know, do the whole thing we were talking about before. So this is probably going to be the easiest way for you to punish people for hitting your plus frames. Is just hitting this and then going straight for low light. Because you're already doing this anyway. You're already doing your low lights. But make sure to do it more whenever you get plus frames already. And then if you're comfortable enough with like you get comfortable enough with ending your little low light hits into the special, then you're just going to be getting so much more damage than you were before. Because, like, yeah, those big combos that you've been learning are really nice. They're really effective. But genuinely, yeah, the little small ones are just as important.
Okay.
You have so many interactions with people that end up setting you back to neutral. So you're having, that's what I'm saying. Like, you've been playing this whole game on, like, hard mode, basically. Because, like, you don't get Oki most of the time. Like, you're not getting to play with Oki. So, like, if you are able to find ways to get Oki after all these situations, you're gonna be fine. Yeah. All right, throw. Boom, they're dead. Nice. So I'll stop right there. But yeah, I would say the biggest... Mew Blue says, just use the day one Terry combo. Facts. No, for real. I think the main thing to focus on right now... Yes, your anti-airs definitely could use some work because there's a lot of times that people are jumping in on you that, you know, they're just getting away with for free. Even if, you know, if DP can't be the option, you know, find something that you can use while you're learning your DPs to get a little bit more consistent. But yeah, the main one right now is I think it's just being able to convert off of your little light hits, because I see that happening so often and you're not getting anything off it because there's a lot of interactions where you'll hit them and then you'll hit them a few different times. And then because you're not converting anything off of it, you just go back to neutral. You go back. And you hope that they don't press a button after, you know, you pressed a few buttons, and then you're just kind of playing spaghetti, just figuring out what happens. Whereas if you were to get your combo, your special move off there, and you push them forward, it's still your turn. You know, like you're setting them up for Oki. It's like, it's basically, you're going to have much more advantage in these matches. I think you're going to feel like you have a lot more control in these matches, where before you didn't really get to feel that quite as much because, you know, these people are all over the place, right? And I think it makes a lot more sense why you feel that, because now I'm getting it. You play neutral really well, but you're not converting off of your, like, any most of your hits. So then you're just playing mid-screen neutral the entire game when you could be, like, on top of them most of the game because you have perfect parries, your footsies are better than anyone that's going to be in Diamond, and yeah, I mean, I think your knowledge is already better than most Diamond players. So yeah. I think those are the main things to focus on right now. So if you can do those, I think you're going to be in a really good spot. So if you can, go into training mode, set them to random block, and go down, hit your crouching lights, and whenever you see the yellow pop, boom, go for quarter circle back light kick, and just do that, you know, however many times you got to until you're comfortable. Start throwing that out in a match, you know.
Okay.
And then the other thing was to let you know that you're using stand medium kick really well to get your plus frames, but just, you know, take advantage of your plus frames. So what I would do is get your plus frames with stand medium kick, and then do the same thing. Go for crouch light and hit multiple crouch lights and hit confirm them. You know, oh, I hit two of them, boom. You know, because I feel like a lot of people are gonna be fighting in Diamond. They're not gonna know plus frames, and they're gonna be mashing. So you need to be taking advantage of your plus frames, because I really do think that's gonna be helping you out a lot. So yeah, let's just start with that. I think those are the main things I think you should be working on right now. You can disregard, you know, whatever you want from the first half of this video. I think this aspect of it, I think, is going to be a lot more helpful for you. And
Okay.
honestly, I would say however much time you think you're going to put into it, like this week, next week, I would like to see some gameplay from you pretty soon when you feel like you've been practicing it enough, and we'll go from there. Yeah. But
Alrighty then.
yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm happy
taking the
you
time.
sent me the replays because again, it didn't feel right at first. I was like, this is not fair. It's not enough. It's just kind of in the moment information, and I just didn't think it was gonna be that helpful. I was like, this is stupid. I'm just giving you mental help, and it's like whatever. That'll come with time. Let's get you some shit you can actually use. So yeah, hopefully that stuff helped you. But anyway, sorry. Please continue what you were saying.
Me? No, there wasn't much else.
Okay, dope.
It was just that. I'll show you the video later.
Okay.
The one I just found it.
Perfect.
But I got my grandma called, so I gotta make sure she's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
What
I
you gotta
wanted to
do.
finish that session first, and then just make sure
Yeah.
I didn't miss anything.
Absolutely. No, that was it. No, I think that's why I was saying I think you're in a really good spot. I'm happy we watched the replays because it made it a lot easier for me to show you physically the things that you're doing really well, and just the small things you got to work on that are going to make you even more of a powerhouse. So Yeah.
Okay.
Now I can bring it back to the beginning and say, stick with it. But yeah, I'd love to see your gameplay pretty soon and see what you've implemented in from those aspects. And yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, it was great talking to you.
All right.
I wish you luck
Thank
with your
you.
practice, and I hope this stuff ends up helping you out.
I hope so too.
Yes.
I'll see what happens in the next 10 days.
It will. If you start implementing it, I really do think it's gonna help. You're gonna be locked in on people. They're not gonna be able to get out as much, and you'll get to play the game a lot more the way. You'll get to enjoy it a little bit more, in my opinion. So yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well,
wish you luck.
bye.
Bye bye. Good talking to you. All right. So yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll probably end the stream right here, but I will end it with saying, yeah, I definitely felt starting that at least kind of just went off like what I think it's difficult to get a ton of information about someone when all you're going at it is just like the first few matches you play, you know? And I realized a lot of the times what people care about is how they're going to do against people that they're fighting already. So, you know, like if they're in diamond players, you know, stuff like that. So I think definitely I realized pretty early on, I was like, all right, I'm just basically just trying to find any information I can tell them to get better. When it's like, okay, let's see the actual footage, because I'm already realizing that's helping so much more. Being able to actually see the things that they're physically doing when they're not fighting a person that's gonna be able to stop them from being able to even attempt those things in the first place is definitely going to help, in my opinion. So, yeah, for anyone who's stuck around, I will say as a general rule, I play much more patient against you than I do against. Yeah, and I think that's something I've been learning with doing these coaching videos. That's why I've been doing them all free. I definitely don't charge any of these because I feel like it's not fair to assume that I'm having the right information because, you know, it's all learning experience. And I think I'm finding the ways as I'm going through it that I think are more helpful as I'm doing it. And I definitely think watching replays rather than fighting me is definitely much more helpful in my opinion, especially if the gap is very wide, because, you know, the opponent's probably just not even going to get to play and they're going to be like, oh, I didn't really get to show you any of the stuff I do, you know? So I think that's, if going on from now, I think I'm going to probably just start with replays. I genuinely think that's going to be a much better way to go. So yeah, hopefully the stuff that I did share ended up being helpful. I don't know if it would help anybody else, but yeah, for anyone else who's stuck around, I really appreciate you guys. This was a fun one, and yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. We had a fun run today, went pretty well, but we've been going for like 3 hours, and I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna end it. But yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys very soon. So, peace.